Congratulations.
It's time now for Arkansas Travelers Baseball on FM 101.1 The River. Arkansas Travelers Baseball is sponsored by Miller Lite, Sonic Drive-In, BC Powder, Coca-Cola, the Arkansas Prostate Cancer Foundation, and ITT Technical Institute. And now for the ITT Technical Institute pregame show, let's go to the ballpark with Phil Elson.
From Little Rock, Arkansas Travelers Baseball is on the air. Hello again, everybody. This is Phil Elson. Welcome to Raywinder Field, where tonight Minor League Baseball and the Texas League present the Arkansas Travelers and the Midland RockHounds, Game 1 of a 4-game series. Welcome here to Little Rock on a beautiful Tuesday evening. The Travs and the Midland RockHounds, two first-place teams, getting set for battle here in an early season matchup between the two top teams in the Texas League. Phil Elson with you here on FM 101.1 The River, also our website at www.travs.com, the place to catch every Traveler baseball game this season. Well, a phrase that overly eager baseball fans hear when they're getting excited about their favorite team's fast start is, it's still early. Well, in the Texas League, the time that can be referred to as early in the season is officially over. With a 70-game split season format, it is imperative to jump out of the gate quickly early in the season and establish yourself as a winning ball club. The Travs have done just that, coming off an 8-game homestand that saw Arkansas win 7 of 8, including the final 6 games in a row. Tonight, the Travs will face their toughest matchup of the season, the West Division leading Midland RockHounds, who enter tonight's game with an 11-6 record. The Travs counter with the Texas League's top record at 12-5. Both the Travs and RockHounds have been proficient at scoring runs early and often throughout April. And on this beautiful day in Central Arkansas, the Travs are looking to impress the home fans as we are back here in Little Rock for the first time since April the 12th. Welcome to the ITT Technical Institute pregame show. ITT Tech is committed to helping you develop the skills and knowledge that help you pursue opportunities in technological fields such as computer electronics. At ITT Tech, you'll learn specialized techniques in a hands-on environment that help you reach your potential. You can learn more about ITT Tech by calling 565-5550 or just go online to ittech.edu. Well, I mentioned the Travs will be looking to impress the home fans at Raywinder, but have they impressed the general manager and executive vice president of the Arkansas Ball Club, Bill Valentine? We'll sit down with Bill and hear what Bill thinks about the beginning of the season and the upcoming homestand as well. Bill Valentine joining us on the ITT Tech pregame show right after this break on FM 101.1 The River.
Sports is fun, but it's just a game. Your life, on the other hand, needs a little more serious game plan, like preparation for a career in today's growing technical fields. That's why ITT Technical Institute offers associate's degree programs in areas like electronics, computer drafting and design, and information technology. The skills and knowledge taught are in technical areas that can have practical value in the workplace. For more information on ITT Tech, call 565-5550 today. Or find us on the web at itt-tech.edu.
Miller time. It's time to tuck the sun in and give it a goodnight kiss. Miller time. It's time to put the 9 to 5 back on the shelf. Miller time. It's time to wear the knife like a cape and break out the Miller Lite. It's time for real time. At a place called Miller Time.
Miller Lite, Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Welcome back to the ITT Technical Institute Travs pregame show. Here before the first game of our 8-game homestand, we'll visit with Travs General Manager, Executive Vice President Bill Valentine. Bill, a little bit of a buzz right now with the team playing so well, 6 wins in a row, and coming into a homestand here. But you have the feeling that this team can probably continue this trend as they play the second homestand of the season?
You know, believing in yourself means a lot of it. I remember the 89 Travs. They didn't get off any start like this, but they gelled and they believed in each other and they believed they could come back and they felt like, you know, that they could shut people down and win the game. This just has a lot of that feel.
This team seems to get along very well. They're loose in the clubhouse. They're loose when they're playing, and it shows late in games. They've been able to come back and win ball games late in the game. Where do you think that this attitude comes from this year? Do you think that it's because they're winning, or is the attitude breeding winning?
Well, I think it comes from the manager. I think it comes managing and coaching staff. Ty is the type of guy that's in charge, but he's also a guy that you can play for, and he's honest, and he's sincere, and he's straightforward, but he also wants them to go out there in that field and win ball games, and I think players respect that.
And certainly in the front office, you respect that as well. You appreciate the idea of being a farm team and getting major league quality talent up there, but you want to win at the same time, and you feel like it's good to have a manager that thinks the same way.
Well, yes, he plays to win, and that's what I like, and that's what you're supposed to do. You're in AA baseball, AA and AAA. There's not 10% difference in you go from the big leagues from AA, you can go to the big leagues from AAA. So that years ago there was a definite difference, not anymore. So you have to play to win. I mean, you develop for 5 or 6 innings. The last 3 or 4 innings you play to win, because you've got to install winning. You've got to hurt to lose.
Talking with Trav's Executive Vice President and General Manager, Bill Valentine. Bill, the team just had a fantastic road trip, but one of the things that we've seen over the past couple of years when the Angels have been here is they have a difficulty winning at home. Do you believe one way or the other that a team really plays so well at one ballpark and not so well or at another, or is it just a matter of how they're playing at that very moment?
Well, it might be mental. In this ballpark, of course, left-handed hitters can rule, and we've got a lot of left-handed hitters on the ball club this year. So if you are playing 70 games at home and you don't have a good left-handed power hitter in Little Rock, and the other teams do, that is going to be a disadvantage. But we've got left-handers on this ballpark who can hit the ball out. So I don't think there should be any difference between being here or on the road.
Now, Bill, you mentioned earlier Ty Boykin. You seem to be impressed with him as a manager. You got to know him last year as a person. You developed a pretty good relationship with him since the 2002 season started. Kind of describe your relationship with Ty. You guys, he comes in here, he comes in and he talks, and it's not just always baseball. It's not just a professional relationship, it seems.
Well, first we're friends, and then that makes it really nice. But Ty's in every day. You know, I drop down and see him. We kid each other a lot. We go out to eat. You know, unfortunately, he doesn't drink much, which makes it very good on the old pocketbook, you know, when you have to pick up the check. But he's just a friend, and you can't say more than that.
So would you say that if you were going to choose the bottle of wine for dinner, would he go along with whatever you pick, or would he even drink it?
Ty might have one glass, so if it's on the Travelers, I get a real good bottle.
Bill, not just an important homestand for the team on the field, but off the field as well. The weather's going to get a little bit better. We've got some pretty good promotions coming up. Of course, one of our favorites, midget wrestling, this Friday. It's going to be 4 years going with midgets, and you seem to have a propensity for getting midgets to the ballpark in one way or another. What is it about midgets?
Well, we learned about that promotion, like you said, 4 years ago, and we needed something different and something new. And I can't believe it. They have lady wrestlers and they have the men wrestling, but on television you don't see the midget much anymore. And they're still there. I mean, they're still out there, and they still need to make a living. So we brought in 2 the last few years. We're bringing in 4 Friday nights, starting at 6:50. We're going to have the U.S. Tag Team Championship going on right here at Ray Winder Field. And let me tell you something, those guys could wrestle.
And they're strong, too. I mean, I'm a full-size person. I wouldn't mess with them, would you?
I asked Tommy over at the radio station. We had Tommy on one time with lady wrestlers, and they beat him up.
The Chicago Knockers, if I remember what he and you have been telling me.
He says to this day he has to go to a chiropractor because his back has never been the same since.
And then also a new promotion, Thunderstick's going to be given away on Saturday. You saw them in the World Series. They make a heck of a lot of noise, and it should be an exciting night on Saturday.
Well, I want everybody to know that that's a Hap Siliga promotion. He sold and brought in the Thundersticks, and so when you're in the stands tomorrow night, not tomorrow night, but Saturday night, and the kids and everybody are rubbing these things together and making all that noise, you can thank Hap.
Would you say most of the loud promotions, save for the dynamite kind of thing, comes from Hap's Corner?
That's right. So Saturday night, if you want to thank him or you want to boo him, look up Hap Siliga.
That's hap@travs.com, everybody. You can send an email right there. Bill Valentine, Executive Vice President and General Manager, thanks for your time, and let's have a great homestand here.
That's right. Then no rain.
It never rains at Ray Winder Field. And we'll be right back after this with the remainder of the ITT Technical Institute pregame show.
Hey, what's up? This is Lala, and welcome to Coke FM, bringing you the hottest new sound.
The real can't be bought or sold, taught or told. The boy tried to keep it, but he lost his soul. On the road to the riches, he lost control. About the eye of a needle, I was often told. If you stand for nothing, you fall for gold. And your actions all are told.
Gotta make it real, come dance away. This is Lala at Coke FM, keeping it real with a cool taste of Coca-Cola.
It's toaster time anytime this month at Sonic, because Sonic offers their full menu all day. Choose from our Chicken Club Toaster Sandwich, our Bacon Cheddar Burger Toaster, or our 3 Breakfast Toaster Sandwiches, made with egg, cheese, and your choice of sausage, bacon, or ham. All on thick, delicious Texas toast and made after you order it. So now when you drive into Sonic, you can get a toaster sandwich for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Whatever you want, whenever you want. Only at Sonic.
Your home for Travelers Baseball. FM 101.1 The River. KDRE. North Little Rock, Little Rock.
Welcome back here to Raywinder Field for more of the ITT Technical Institute pregame show. Phil Elson joining you. Usage of the Internet is still expanding, and qualified web developers are needed throughout the country. ITT Technical Institute helps prepare students to design, create, and maintain websites and online databases. In order to learn more about ITT Tech, just call 565-5550 or go online to ittech.edu. Well, the 2 top teams in the Texas League getting set for battle here at Raywinder Field. The Arkansas Travelers at 12 wins and 5 losses will send left-hander, Eric Sear to the mound, still looking for his first win of the year. He is 0-2. Right-hander Sonny Garcia pitches for the Midland RockHounds today, and he's been a beneficiary of all the offense that the Hounds have provided for their pitchers, as Garcia, 2 wins, no losses, but a .692 earned run average, so he certainly has had a lot of run support. And just before we get into the Texas League update and the Ag Pro Farm Report, we will turn up the crowd microphone and let you hear the National Anthem, and it's going to be performed by longtime Traveler fan Don Curdy. And you can see Don just about any Traveler game over down the first base side of the stands. He's sitting in the first row with an old-school L.A. Angels hat with the silver halo up at the top, and he also wears a St. Louis Browns jacket to a lot of the games. So if you want to talk some old-school, old-time baseball with a great baseball fan, Don Curdy is your man to talk to, and he's going to be performing the National Anthem today, not by singing it, but Don is going to play it by accordion. So it's going to be a kind of a new thing right here at Raywinder Field. I don't remember anyone playing the National Anthem by accordion, and I'm sure that Don will finally thank his mother for forcing him into all those accordion lessons when he was growing up. So as the color guard presents the United States flag and I think that's the Coast Guard flag that they are going to be presenting to the fans here at Raywinder. Crowd microphone will go up. My microphone will go down. And we'll present Don Curdy with the Star Spangled Banner on accordion.
And now our national anthem performed by Don Curdy.
Nicely done by Dandy Don Curdy, one of the top Trav fans you will ever run into. Phil Elson with you here on the ITT Tech pregame show. We will continue with a look at the recaps from Sunday afternoon's Texas League games because the entire league was off yesterday, more or less a travel day for teams. But April 21st, no baseball in the Texas League. So on April 20th, the Wichita Wranglers and Frisco Rough Riders split a doubleheader in Kansas. Wichita winning the first game 6-5, led by Mike Tonis, who had 2 singles, including the go-ahead RBI in the bottom of the 6th. Jimmy Gobble picked up his 4th win of the season, surrendering 5 runs on 7 hits in a 7-inning complete game. I mentioned Gobble, 4 wins against no losses. Now 3 of those wins have come against the Travs. Gobble struck out 7 batters. He walked 1. Frisco got a measure of revenge in the nightcap as they beat the Wranglers 6-3. Ramon Nuvar with 3 hits, including a bases-clearing triple in a 5-run 6th inning. Corey Hart of the Wranglers had 2 hits and 2 RBI in the second game, and he finished the doubleheader 5 for 5 with 2 walks. And A.J. Murray, the winning pitcher for Frisco. The loss went to Danny Tamayo. Over in Midland, the RockHounds lost their 3rd in a row on Sunday to San Antonio 4-3. San Antonio's A.J. Zapp drove in the go-ahead run, finished with 3 RBI. Zapp has tied the Texas League lead for home runs with 5 on the year. And, of course, he's with San Antonio. We don't see him yet. He brought in a pair of runs on Sunday with his 6th double of the season on the top of the 6th, giving the Missions that lead. They eventually won by 4-3. Rhett Johnson picked up the win, his 2nd of the season. Mike Campo, a former Angel farmhand, hit his first home run of the year. Over in El Paso, the Round Rock Express dropped to the Diablos by a final of 6-4. Diablo catcher Craig Ansman with 2 base hits, including a 2-run double and a 4-run 8th. Billy Martin had a great game, 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Brandon Metters was the winning pitcher. Brian Bruni notched his 3rd save with a scoreless 9th. Jory Kogenauer, the losing pitcher for the Express, they dropped to 4-13. Now a look at the Ag Pro Farm Report, brought to you by Ag Pro of England, your John Deere dealer. Call them up at 1-800-264-2524 for Ag Pro of England. Anaheim Angels had the day off yesterday. Really just 3 games in the majors yesterday. Tonight the Angels starting a huge series. It should be a lot of fun out there in Anaheim. They're hosting the New York Yankees, who started the season 16-3. Their winners are 5 in a row, and certainly the Yanks looking for some revenge after the Angels knocked them out of the playoffs in the division series last year. Pacific Coast League Salt Lake Stingers were rained out in Fresno yesterday. The Stingers at 6-11 probably didn't want the day off, but they had to get it. And today they're in Fresno. Aaron Seeley starts for Salt Lake. Chris Buchek will follow him after about a 2 or 3 inning appearance. In the California League, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes were walloped 11-2 by the Lancaster Jethawks of the Diamondback system. Jeff Mathis and Nick Kimpton each with an RBI for the Quakes. Joe Torres was the losing pitcher, allowing 7 runs on 9 hits in just 3 1/3 innings. His first loss of the year as the Quakes dropped to 8-8. They are 2 games out of first behind first place Lancaster, and they'll be visiting Lancaster again tonight. Stephen Shell pitches for Rancho Cucamonga. In the Midwest League, the Cedar Rapids Colonels defeated Wisconsin by a final of 10-3. Colonels with a record now of 12-6, just a game out of first place behind Kane County. Colonels won for the 9th time in 10 games. Kevin Jepson picked up his 4th win against no defeats, allowing just an unearned run on 3 hits and 2 walks over 5 innings for the win. B.J. Weed had 3 hits plus a double. Jared Abruzzo with 3 base hits and 2 RBI. And tonight, Cedar Rapids playing in Appleton, Wisconsin. I think when I said earlier the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers, they played in Madison. I was saying that earlier this month, but they play in Appleton. So don't want to make those folks in Appleton upset, as they are, I'm sure, just tuning in like crazy to the Traveler broadcast. Cedar Rapids sending Brent Cimbarelli to the mound against the Timber Rattlers. And that right there, your Ag Pro Farm Report, brought to you by Ag Pro of England, where you can visit them at 800-264-2524, or just get out to Highway 165 in England, and Ag Pro is right there. Well, just about time for baseball as we welcome Steve Marston on the broadcast. Steve, I understand you awarded Mike O'Keefe as Player of the Week award, which, of course, he was notified of the award last Sunday. It takes a little bit of time to get the award, and you were out there giving it to him as well.
Yeah, it's a big thrill to be able to do that. Mike's certainly a fantastic player and has played very well to help the Travs do as well as they've had at the start of this season, coming into tonight in first place with the best record in the entire Texas League. And you know, something that impressed me about the road trip was not only the winning the 7 of the 8, but the way they did it. They lost Oscar Salazar at the beginning of the road trip. He got called up to Salt Lake City. They had the injury to Carlos Duncan. They had a couple of new players come in. And any one of those things usually can disrupt the chemistry of a team and stop winning streaks. But the Travs kept winning, kept getting base hits, kept getting timely hits, and as well as great pitching, and had one of the most impressive road trips that they've had in quite some time.
Yeah, it was a great road trip to see this team really able to rebound, not just from the loss of players to injury and promotion, but also rebounding later in games. They've been coming back in the 6th and 7th inning, came back in both games with a doubleheader sweep at Tulsa. So very impressive to see this team not only getting out and scoring runs early, but if they follow behind, they feel pretty confident that they can come from behind and pick up wins. And I think that the key in this series is going to be scoring some runs, because both these teams put a lot of numbers on the scoreboard that are not zeros. You could call them crooked numbers if you want, but Just to let you know, the RockHounds lead the league in runs per game, just under 6.5 runs per game. The Travs second most runs per game in the Texas League at about 5 3/4 runs per game. So, it's going to be a lot of offense at Ray Winder Field, especially a lot of left-handed hitters with the short porch in right center field and in right field. They'll be taking aim at Interstate 630, so beware if you're driving by the ballpark on the interstate. You might want to have an aluminum shield, or just bring your glove with you and be ready to catch it as you come by. Steve and I will come back after this break. We'll bring you the starting lineups for the first game of our 8-game homestand and the first pitch of tonight's ball game between the Travs and the Midland RockHounds. Thanks for joining us here on FM 101.1 The River. We'll be right back.
There is a place in Arkansas where people come from around the world to obtain treatment for their illness. A place that is the breeding ground for tomorrow's cures through medical research. Perhaps a breakthrough in cancer treatment or a new way of helping with memory disorders. But this place is more than a hospital. It's a place where the majority of Arkansas's doctors, pharmacists, nurses, and other medical practitioners are trained. It's the University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences. It's where medicine lives. And it comes to life every day in the hands of some of the brightest doctors, nurses, and healthcare professionals in the nation. Since 1879, UAMS has been making a difference in the lives of Arkansans through healing, searching, teaching, and serving. UAMS is the foundation for the future of healthcare in Arkansas. UAMS is where medicine lives.
Welcome back to Ray Winder Field. It is time for Traveler Baseball. Phil Elson and Steve Marston with you on FM 101.1 The River. Take a look at tonight's starting lineups. We will begin with the visiting RockHounds, and for the Hounds starting lineup, here's Steve.
All right, thanks, Bill. The RockHounds will send this lineup out onto the field tonight. Brian Seller starts in left field, and he will hit first. Adam Morrissey is their second baseman, and he hits second. Mike Lockwood is in center and hits third. Dan Johnson is their DH. He leads the Texas League early going in home runs and in RBIs, and he's the DH tonight, hitting in the fourth spot. Jeremy Brown is his catcher, and he hits fifth. Mike Rouse is the shortstop. He hits sixth. Matt Allegra is the right fielder. He hits seventh. Steve Jackson is the first baseman. He's in the eighth hole tonight. And Gary Schneidmiller is their third baseman, and he rounds out the Midland RockHounds batting order, hitting ninth.
RockHounds are managed by Greg Sparks. Sparks here is his first year as a Double-A manager and has seen quite a bit of time in the Oakland A's managerial, as an Oakland A's manager. He's been managing in the A's system since 1998, spending the last 3 with the high A entry in the California League in Modesto. And now we'll take a look at the Travelers starting lineups. We begin with leadoff batter Nate Haynes, and Haynes out in center field today. Jake Weber batting second, Jake in left field. Hitting third and at third base, Junior Zamora. Mike O'Keefe, who we were just talking about, will be cleaning up, and he will be in left field. Jason Hill, the number 5 batter for the Travs, is the designated hitter, with Ryan Buddy hitting sixth. He'll catch. Hitting seventh and at shortstop, Adonis Harrison. Derek Mann will bat eighth. He'll be at second base, and Kenny James returns to the lineup after a 5-game stretch in which he sat out after getting hit in the head with a fastball. Kenny back in the lineup to bat ninth, and he will be in right field. By the way, Kenny hasn't slipped at all in the Texas League batting average department. He still leads the Texas League with a .405 batting average, but he's just 5 points ahead of Midland center fielder Mike Lockwood. As we said, offense, offense, offense. It seems that should be the theme for this series with the Travs and the Midland RockHounds. Pitching matchup for this first game of the series. Sonny Garcia pitches for the Hounds, a 6'3" right-hander out of Texas Southern University. Sonny this year 2-0 and a 6.92 ERA. And Eric Sear takes the hill for the Travs. Tall left-hander out of Southern California. Sear looking for his first win. No wins, 2 losses, a 7.98 ERA. And the first batter he will face is RockHound left fielder Brian Sellier, with Adam Morrissey and Mike Lockwood following them. And it seems the Hounds have a little bit different look this year in their uniforms, a little bit brighter blue. First pitch of the game from Sear. A strike on a curveball. We are underway at 7:14. Sear, a left-hander, very tough against fellow lefties, and that's what Sellier is. .362 average, no homers, 8 RBIs. The 6'4" Eric Sear fires a strike on the outside corner to Salier. 2-2 count. Sear's problem has been he's been allowing a good bit of hits, but he's also still recovering from some surgery that he had to go through during the offseason. Shoulder and top part of the arm giving him some problems as he misses outside to Salier in the count 1-2. But Eric is pitching through that pain. He says that it doesn't bother him all that much while he's pitching, but afterwards, the day after, the arm hangs a bit. Here's the 1-2 to Salier. He swings and misses, strike 3. Salier sits down on strikes as Eric registers his 12th whiff of the season, and he got him on a nice-looking curveball. And that is Eric Sear's best pitch, the hook. That'll bring up Adam Morrissey. Right-handed hitting second baseman. Morrissey hails from Australia. And he can hit a bit. Righty against the lefty Sear. The first pitch right on the outside corner, called strike 1. Morrissey hitting .260, no homers, 5 RBIs. Infield plays him back, except the third baseman, Junior Zamora, playing in just a bit, and he'll swing and foul the pitch back. And Sear gets out ahead on the count again, 0-2. Morrissey out of Ourimbah, Australia. The 0-2 pitch. He swings, chopper down the third base line. It bounces foul. And the count now 0-2 on Adam Morrissey. Sear in his last start had to deal with 35-mile-an-hour winds consistent out to right field on it was a Wednesday afternoon in Wichita, and a very calm evening as of right now in Little Rock. The 0-2 pitch to Morrissey is downstairs.
As you said, he had some trouble in his last start, but his last start here at home, he retired all 10 of the batters he saw first.
And then he had a lot of problems in the 4th and 5th innings. Didn't even get out of the 5th. The 1-2 pitch is lifted high into right field. Kenny James getting his first action in about 5 days, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs quickly in the first. Here are the fielders behind Eric Sear. Jake Weber is in left field. Nate Haynes in center. Kenny James, the right fielder. Junior Zamora at third base with Adonis Harrison at shortstop. Sure-handed Derek Mann at second base, and Mike O'Keefe playing at first. Ryan Buddy is Sear's battery mate. Mike Lockwood stepping into the batter's box. A left-handed hitter batting .400 to start the season. Out of Powell, Ohio. A little bit of power, a little bit of speed. Here's the first pitch from Sear, and a strike over the heart of the plate. Calling balls and strikes tonight, crew chief Ray Gregson. Hitoshi Uchikawa, the third base umpire. A.J. Wendell over at first. Sear winds and delivers. And the pitch is fouled back to the net for an 0-2 count. So Sear getting ahead of the first 3 batters in this game, all 3 of them 0-2. And I think that Sear is just trying to be aggressive against this Midland team, as all other Oakland Athletic farm teams, including the big league club, they are patient and selective. The 0-2 pitch is high, and the count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's an example of it right there. Sear tried to throw a pitch out of the strike zone, ahead in the count 0-2 to get Lockwood to go fishing, and he didn't do it.
Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's outside. Sear with a sharp curveball. Lockwood let it go. He keep throwing those breaking balls to these left-handed hitters. It's a nice, big, sharp breaking ball, and that is Eric Sear's ticket to the majors. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him on the curveball, and the inning is over as Eric Sear strikes out 2 of the first 3 batters in a perfect first inning. We'll head into the bottom of the first here in Little Rock. No score. The Travs about to get their first up on FM 101.1, The River.
Fans, if you haven't been to an Arkansas Travelers game lately, you don't know what you're missing. Shedspread Country Crock invites you and your family to get out and see the Travs. You can bring the whole family for Country Crock Family Thursday. Travelers fans who bring an original cash register receipt showing purchase of any Shedspread Country Crock product will receive up to 6 free admissions for any Thursday home game. Hurry! This offer ends August 14th. Offer subject to ticket availability. Country Crock. bring it home.
Ameripride Services is the linen and apparel company to get your team into a professional uniform program. Ameripride features a wide range of high-quality custom programs for the manufacturing industry, hospitality and food service, medical or dental uniforms, and professional and executive wear. Call 664-5575 to schedule a presentation with an Ameripride consultant. Also specializing in the finest quality table linens, rental mats, and restroom services. Call 664-5575 for Ameripride, the official garment supplier of the Arkansas Travelers.
Of all the days of the week, it seems that Mondays are everybody's least favorite day. Well, the Travs and the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette have a reason for baseball fans to look forward to Mondays. That's because Mondays are Democrat-Gazette family night here at the ballpark. You just pick up a copy of Monday's Democrat-Gazette, and you'll find a discount family ticket right there in the sports section. That's right, it's a coupon that admits a whole family for just $2 a person. Hey, Mondays don't sound so bad anymore, do they?
Welcome back to Raywinder Field, just getting set for the bottom of the first inning in Little Rock. Phil Elson alongside Steve Marston, game number 18 of our 140-game Texas League season. Travs enter at 12-5 and in search of their 7th consecutive victory. Travs won the final 6 on the road trip that ended on Sunday with a doubleheader sweep in Tulsa. Arkansas was 5-4 over their first homestand to begin the season. Nate Haynes leads off here in the first inning. He takes a strike to begin the bottom of the first from Sonny Garcia, a right-handed pitcher out of Texas Southern University. They'll face Haynes, Jake Weber, and Junior Zamora in the first inning. And Haynes hits one back up the box and fielded by the pitcher. Garcia with a quick flip to first base, and Haynes is out on 2 pitches. Nice bit of hitting by Nate. Got the ball off the end of the bat right back up the box, but Garcia, cat-like reflexes it seemed like on the second pitch of the game, with a fine play, and that'll bring up Jake Weber. Garcia, 6'3", 210 pounds, born and raised in Houston. Originally a member of the Orioles organization, as Jake Weber fouls the first pitch off. This a righty on lefty situation, as a fan in the first row made a nice play with his glove, I might add. Always important to bring that glove to the ballpark if you are sitting in the first 5 to 10 rows, if nothing else for safety reasons. The 0-1 pitch is a strike on the inside corner. Weber thought about swinging, but let the slider go, and it caught that inside portion. Weber at 293, no homers, 10 RBIs. Sonny Garcia's 0-2 pitch, and it's upstairs. And a 1-2 count. Garcia, a pitcher that throws strikes, and that's pretty much his game. In fact, out of the first 64 hitters he has faced this year, he's walked just one of them. Conversely, he's only struck out 6. The 1-2 inside, just missing, throwing that slider again. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Jake Weber.
Well, we should see quite a bit of offense from both of these clubs tonight. Sear, for the Travelers, as the batting opponents are hitting .311 against him.
Weber takes a pitch in the dirt on another slider, check swing, and the appeal to the third base umpire in Weber's favor. And it seems that both these pitchers have allowed a lot of runs, and not just a lot of runs, but a lot of hits. Garcia allowing a .413 batting average against, and made 2 starts on the road, 1 at home. But he's been pitching in some pitcher's parks, which makes those numbers a little scary as he offers up the walk to Jake Weber. His 3-ball pitch was another slider low and inside. And we had Weber deep in the hole at 0-2 and then walks him. And Jake walking for the 7th time this season. And to bring up number 3 batter Junior Zamora. Junior had an outstanding road trip. He was smacking the ball everywhere. Batted .441 on the 8 games of the road trip. 15 hits, 34 at-bats. 1 homer, 8 RBIs. Weber at first base, the pitch outside to the right-handed hitting Traveler third baseman. Junior's pretty much been entrenched at the number 3 spot on the batting order. He's had great bat control. Struck out just 10 times. He's walked 6 times, and he has 6 extra base hits. Weber away from first, good lead. Garcia's 1-0 pitch, and Zamora swings through it. Straight changeup, and that ball just floated out of his arm. That had no speed at all. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You could tell because of Zamora's swing, he was well out on his front foot and just barely made contact with the ball to foul it off.
Well, great-looking changeup. It looked like a fastball out of the arm. Pickoff throw to first base, and Weber just got back in. Oh, Garcia very quick with that move.
That was a dandy.
Hey, he appears to be pretty quick on the mound. The play that he made on Haynes' grounder to start this inning. And he almost got Weber picked off at first, but Jake back out to that same lead. First baseman Steve Jackson holds Jake on. The 1-1. Look out. Junior ducks underneath a fastball. 2 balls, 1 strike to the Traveler third baseman. Zamora hitting .375, 2 homers, 11 runs batted in. Junior ranking 5th in the Texas League with that .375 batting average. 2 of the top 5 batters in the Texas League are members of this Traveler roster. Another throw to first base, and Weber dives in again. Here at Raywinder Field, it seems that the playing conditions are a bit more conducive to scoring runs, especially with both of these lineups very heavy with left-handers. The 2-1 pitch to Zamora, and Garcia pops him up dead center field, very shallow. The shortstop Michael Rouse out there, and he'll make the catch for the second out. The wind conditions just slightly out to right field, but if you've watched baseball games here in Little Rock, you know that the ball just simply carries to right field. There's no way to explain it. It's just the way it happens. It's the ghost of this ballpark. They enjoy watching the ball fly out to right field. Left field, not so much. And Mike O'Keefe always wanted to take advantage of the opportunities provided by this lefty-friendly ballpark. Stepping in, of course, a left-hander, batting .321, 2 homers, 15 RBIs. And he steps in with 2 outs, man at first base, and swings and misses at a changeup to begin the at-bat. Why is this such a lefty-friendly ballpark? Well, I mentioned the ball carries to right field, but it's a short porch that way. The listed distance between home plate and the right field corner is 345 feet, but we all don't believe that number out there. We believe it's outside, and it's a 1-1 count. O'Keefe just loves to hit at this ballpark. His season last year, he really did a number on pitchers here at Raywinder. And Mike had an outstanding first homestand as well. The 1-1, he swings and misses, another off-speed pitch. Bit of a breaking off-speed pitch. And O'Keefe having trouble with those pitches down in the strike zone, especially when they're slower. 1-2 count. And O'Keefe in that first homestand hit both of his home runs of the year and batted .375. They play for him to pull the ball. Another throw to first base. Weber back in. No score, just into the ball game, bottom of the first inning. Travs have Jake Weber running at first base. 2 outs and a 1-2 count on first baseman Mike O'Keefe. Remember, the Travs have been held scoreless in the first inning just 4 times in the first 17 games. Runner goes, a pitch out, throw to second, bounces in the dirt, and that allows Weber to slide in safely. Jake Weber steals his third base of the season, and the Travs have their first batter or first runner in scoring position.
And Jeremy Brown didn't make just a terrible throw. It was right there on line, but unable to handle it was Mike Rouse, and hopped just a hair in front of where Rouse wanted to catch the ball, and that allowed Jake to get in just barely because he was dead to rights on a pickoff.
A throw that was right to the bag would have nailed him. The problem for the throw from Brown was that it did short hop it, and that meant that Rouse had to raise his glove in order for the ball to get in there and then drop it back down. So that gave Weber the extra half second or so that he needed. 2-2 pitch. O'Keefe looks at strike 3. Straight changeup on the inside corner. A great pitch from Sonny Garcia. And the Travelers go scoreless in the bottom of the first inning. So we move into the bottom of the second inning, into the top of the second inning at Raywinder Field. No score, and we're just getting used to being back on the radio on FM 101.1, The River.
Currently, there are more than 80,000 people on the National Organ Transplant waiting list, and more than 300 of them are from Arkansas. Every 16 minutes, another name is added to that list, and every 82 minutes, someone dies while waiting for a life-saving organ. When you're an organ donor, you're giving someone else a chance to live, which is truly the most precious gift. The Arkansas Regional Organ Recovery Agency hopes you will step up to the plate and talk to your family about organ and tissue donation. For more information, call Aurora, 866-660-5433, or visit the website at aurora.org.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to this focus group. What a lovely bunch.
Are you sure they can't see us behind this window?
There's a mirror on the other side, genius.
Hey, chill out. What, are you nervous or something?
No, everybody loves us. We're the phone company.
Now, tell me, which directory do you use? Yellow Book or the other book?
Yellow Book.
Yellow Book.
And you, miss?
Yellow Book. That's where I found my plastic surgeon.
They're picking the wrong book.
What if Yellow Book starts to advertise?
More people choose Yellow Book, not the other book. Call 1-800-YB-YELLOW.
God nice of you to string me along. You say you're retired, but that must be wrong. Tastes just like the original one. That's why I'm craving you, cause you're second to none. Diet Dr. Pepper, made a believer out of me. Diet Dr. Pepper, your great flavor is all of the proof I need. Diet Dr. Pepper.
Welcome back here to Raywinder Field, a scoreless first inning, so we're in the second. Eric Sear, Trav starter, facing Dan Johnson, who's hit 5 home runs this season, tied for the Texas League lead with a couple of other catchers, basically. As he fouls the first pitch back for a strike, he'll be followed by Jeremy Brown and Mike Rouse. Sears' 0-1 pitch to the big lefty, and it is low and inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 on Johnson is 5 homers. He's got 19 RBIs, which also leads the RockHounds and leads the Texas League as he takes low and away. 2-1. And just how big is Dan Johnson? He's 6'2", 220 pounds. Seems to have some pretty long legs, long arms. Wide open stance from the left side and a big swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes as Sear tossed a curveball. Johnson selected in the 2001 draft in the 7th round out of Nebraska. Of course, there he played for the current Razorback head coach as the pitch high and tight and the count 3-2. Johnson hitting 32 home runs over his first 2 professional seasons. Last year, hit 21 homers in the California League, finishing 5th as he swings and misses at a curveball, strike 3. Catcher Buddy has trouble finding the ball. He throws to first and hits Johnson. Buddy dropped the pitch, and it rolled a little bit to the right, and Johnson had dropped his bat right in front of where Ryan was looking for the baseball, and he fumbled around with it, dropped the ball once, then picked it up again. And since he had to rush his throw, Johnson was right in his line of sight. Usually Ryan would step outside of first base and get a clear line of sight to the first baseman, but he rushed the throw, took a chance, and it hit Johnson, so that's an error on the catcher. And it is a strikeout for Sear, who struck out 3 of 4 batters. Pickoff throw to first base from the catcher after a pitch that missed outside. And Johnson gets back in there safely.
Well, what happened, the reason Buddy rushed the throw is because the ball actually hit the bat. He lost it there, and then he rushed it a little bit down the first base line, as you said, not being able to step out and throw like he normally does. That cost him a base runner.
Sear back into the stretch with Johnson at first. And the 1-0 pitch, a strike to Brown on the inside corner. Right-handed hitter, Brown batting .235. 2 homers, 9 RBIs. And seems to be a pretty typical Oakland A's farm player. It takes a lot of pitches. He finds himself on base quite a bit on walks. The 1-1 is high and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike on Brown. .235 average, 2 homers, 9 RBIs, and the 12 walks. And that's the big number for a lot of these RockHounds, is how many walks they pick up during the season, because they will lead the Texas League in walks. It's a foregone conclusion. Ground ball to shortstop, could be 2. Harrison gets it. The man for second. At 1 out, the throw to first is a double play. Rack up Brown and Johnson as the Travs turn 2-6-4-3 perfectly. And that's a Double B's double play. Double B's Exxon with 22 locations all across the state. Double B's Exxon, gas it, grab it, and go. So 2 outs as the Travs turn their 12th double play of the season, actually 13th double play of the year. And Brown was out ahead of a changeup. These A's players are taught to look for a certain pitch. They want to look for a fastball in a certain portion of the strike zone, or any other pitch in a certain part of the strike zone to go after it. And I think that Brown was looking for a fastball. Thought it was a fastball, but it was a changeup. This is Mike Rouse swinging at the first pitch, a little nubber off the end of the bat, right back to Sear. After the pitcher fumbles the ball, he picks it up. Still plenty of time to throw to first. Ends the second inning. No runs, no hits, one traveler error, but it did no damage. As we will move into the bottom of the second inning at Raywinder Field, the RockHounds no score, your Travelers no score, here on FM 101.1, The River.
If you have a Shell or Texaco credit card, your life just got easier. Shell is now accepting the Texaco credit card, and Texaco is now accepting the Shell credit card. That's right, both cards work in both places. In fact, both credit cards are welcome at over 23,000 Shell and Texaco stations nationwide. With that, the likelihood of not finding a gas station when you need it just went down the storm drain. The same conveniences still apply to both. You can pay at the pump or fill up with a few groceries inside. And if you're short on cash, you can still use them in the nationwide network of Plus ATM machines. And they're still available with no annual fee. But if your wallet hasn't been blessed with one of these credit cards before, here's its chance. You can apply by calling 888-98-SHELL or visit www.shellcreditcard.com. You can also apply for your Shell credit card at any Shell Superstop, your one-stop shop all across Arkansas.
Go your own way with National Car Rental. Take a one-tank trip and discover Arkansas. National's great weekend special is just what you need for a trip to the Ozarks. Or get your friends together and rent a minivan to visit historic Eureka Springs. National offers a wide choice of sizes and styles, from luxury cars to vans and sport utility vehicles. Unlimited mileage rates are available. National Car Rental has two convenient locations, Little Rock Airport and North Little Rock at 3919 Pike Avenue. See National Car Rental's ad in the yellow pages for more information. Go your own way with National Car Rental.
Perfect night for baseball, though it will cool off a little bit as we continue along today. We started a little about 70, 71 degrees when the first pitch of the game was thrown, but now as night falls in, we're getting down into the mid-60s. Probably be down by 60 degrees, 58 degrees by the end of the game. Phil Ellison along with Steve Marston here on FM 101.1 The River. No score. Jason Hill leads off the bottom of the second for the Arkansas Travelers against Sonny Garcia, who finds the strike zone with a fastball on his first pitch. Ryan Buddy and Adonis Harrison follow Jason Hill. Jason, one home run of the year, hit it in Tulsa on the first game of the series as the right-handed batter takes high and tight. Now, Jason pretty much promised a home run on Friday. Didn't hit it. Then he said, well, maybe I'm just a day late. Got the doubleheader Sunday, no home run. As he swings at this pitch, soft fly ball into center field, charging in Mike Lockwood to make the catch. And we'll get no home run from Jason Hill on that at-bat. I swear, he's going to be sorry that he ever told me that I could say Jason Hill said he's going to hit a home run today. Because up until that point, Steve, he had predicted home runs 6 times over his 6-year career. And it hit home runs each time. So I give it to the radio announcer, and it just gets blown to pieces.
That's what happens.
That was the stupid superstition thing. Here's Ryan Buddy stepping in. Speaking of home runs.
Oh, man.
He takes a pitch low and inside for a ball. That's right. Not just home runs, but timely home runs. 5 of them tied for the league lead. In fact, he hit 3 homers on the previous road trip. 2 of them turned out to be game winners. And a pitch for a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he had the grand slam in Wichita.
The grand slam in Wichita, out of his 5 home runs, the only one with men on base. So talk about picking the right time. Here's the 1-1. Buddy swings big and fouls one up and out of play on the right side. And it's 1-2 on the Trav catcher. But that home run was also wind blown. And it was to the opposite field. But when Buddy gets a hold of one to left field, when he pulls the ball, you can tell it's going to leave the park because it gets out quickly. And if it's not a line drive, it's a high arcing shot that gets out in a hurry. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Buddy looks at strike 3 on the outside corner. Boy, Garcia showing a nice little breaking ball here. Snapped it on the outside corner to Buddy as he strikes out his second batter of the game. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the second. It'll bring up shortstop Adonis Harrison.
Not only does he have those sharp breaking pitches, but he's changing speeds very well in the travel hitters, and they just can't keep up with his timing.
And it also looks like he's throwing breaking pitches at various speeds, so it's not just a single speed slider. Harrison, batting left-handed, takes inside ball 1. You can look to many factors for the Travs' current 6-game winning streak and why they've been playing good ball. One of the factors has to be the play of Adonis Harrison. He's just been spectacular as he takes a strike on the outside corner. 1-1. Since being inserted into the everyday lineup since Oscar Salazar was promoted, all Harrison has done is hit in all but one of those games. The 1-1, he swings and misses, 1 ball, 2 strikes. But Adonis has also found some extra base power. 3 triples on the previous road trip, 3 RBIs, 375 batting average. He has been a great spark plug for this team. And he really keeps the ball club loose in the clubhouse. Here's Garcia's 1-2 pitch, and it's thrown at the shoulder of Harrison. He'll spin out of the way. 2 balls, 2 strikes. For instance, to show how loose he keeps them, Steve, after you awarded O'Keefe with his Player of the Year award, Adonis jokingly came out of the dugout and gave O'Keefe a nice big hug where every fan at the yard could see it. The 2-2 pitch is low, and a full count. And that's a small thing, but it keeps guys loose. And I think that they understand, watching the way Adonis plays the game and how he handles himself, he's grateful to be here. He's out there playing hard every night, and it's a cliche, but if you watch Adonis play, he is out there not just giving his all every night, but he's having fun at the same time. He'll say it over and over again as he'll take ball 4 and a 2-out walk.
Well, the thing that impresses me about Adonis is, as you stated earlier, he hasn't been in the lineup every day. He was behind Salazar when Salazar was promoted up, so he spent a good part of the first homestand on the bench and could have been bitter about it, could have not been a team player, but when he had his chance given to him, he took advantage of it.
Stepping in, left-handed hitting Derek Mann. First a throw to first base as Harrison draws that, got back in. And the thing about Adonis is after coming from the independent league the last 2.5 years with the Long Island Ducks, I think he appreciates being back with a major league organization, with major league coaching, and the opportunity of advancement. Mann shows bunt, takes outside, ball 1. We're scoreless, and in the bottom of the second inning, 2 teams that have scored more runs than the other 6 in the Texas League have not collected a base hit through an inning and a half. 1 ball, no strikes on Derek Mann, second baseman, playing in his first home game at Ray Winder Field. Swings at a pitch, pop up on the infield. Third base side, pitcher Garcia watches the third baseman Gary Schneidmiller make the call and the catch. And the Travs go quietly in the second inning. Just a 2-out walk to Adonis Harrison, but he is left standing at first base. Moving into the top of the third here at Ray Winder Field, scoreless game between the Midland RockHounds and your Arkansas Travelers. Be right back after this on the River.
The Fish House is known all across Arkansas for its great catfish. But did you know that the Fish House can cater any event anywhere in the state? Catfish, chicken, hush puppy, shrimp, fries, coleslaw, baked beans, all of them cooked on site. The Fish House even provides plates, utensils, and napkins for up to 3,000 people. All you have to do is eat, because the Fish House takes care of everything else. Come see us for a great meal in Conway at 116 South Harkrider, or call toll-free 877-661-3774 for the Fish House.
Please take a moment to honor the brave men and women valiantly serving our country. Remember, our leadership as the future of a nation and the lives of so many rests squarely on their shoulders. Finally, rally around friends and neighbors as they wait for the return of husbands, wives, brothers, sisters, fathers, and mothers. The sacrifice of the few protects the freedom of many. Stand and salute soldiers, leaders, and a nation united. This message of hope brought to you by Guatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville.
Miller Lite. Miller time. It's time to grab the fellas and hit defrost. Great tasting Miller Lite. Time to melt cold shoulders. Time to pull your mojo out of the freezer and warm it up on the grill. It's time for a great tasting Miller Lite. Great tasting Miller Lite. At a place called Miller Time.
Miller Lite, Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Back at Ray Winder Field, a scoreless first couple innings. In fact, no base hits between the 2 top hitting teams in the Texas League. Phil Elson and Steve Marston with you here on FM 101.1 The River. Here in the top of the third, right fielder Matt Allegra leads off for Midland and takes a pitch outside from Eric Sear. Sear facing 6 batters, only man to reach, Dan Johnson, who reached on a strikeout/error to the catcher, and then was thrown out as part of a double play. Allegra, right-handed batter, takes a strike. And the count 1-1. He's the number 7 hitter in the lineup. Steve Jackson and Gary Schneidmiller follow Allegra, who bats .250 with 1 homer and 13 RBIs, and he whiffs on the next pitch. Count 1-2. Nice-looking breaking ball from Eric Sear. Allegra seems to be almost the anti-athletic farmhand, just judging by the statistics. He has struck out 26 times this year against just 1 walk. Now, he's a bit free swinging as he puts this ball high in the air, shallow right field. Second baseman Mann calls off Kenny James, but Kenny has the call. He makes the catch. And there's 1 out in the third. Of course, it's always the outfielder that can call off the infielders. And right there, Mann and James working together for the first time this season. Derek, of course, joined the team on the previous road trip. And he was not in the starting lineup when Kenny got hit by a pitch. But there's 1 out here in the third. It brings up Steve Jackson, batting an even .300, no homers, 2 RBIs. Right-handed hitter takes a strike on the outside corner. Jackson is another big guy. These A's farm clubs, they just have big hosses, big athletic, strong boys that can put the ball out of the park. Jackson is 6'5", 230 pounds. Big bear of a guy from Yakima, Washington, as the 0-1 from Sear misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike on Jackson. Bases empty here, top of the third inning. Eric Sear looking good as the 1-1 pitch comes, and it's outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Mentioned Sear's last start, which was last Wednesday in Wichita. With that 35-mile-an-hour winds, it's really difficult to pitch in conditions like that. The 2-1 pitch is hit off the end of the bat of Jackson and fouled into right field. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But he really was able to battle against those conditions and really pitch as best as he possibly could. Eric gave up 5 runs over 5 innings on 7 hits. But most of the base hits he allowed were extra base hits, and they were wind blown. There's nothing you can do when you're battling the elements. Sure, you might want to throw a little bit more ground balls, but guys, get balls in the air. It just happened. 2-2 pitch pops out of play again, and it is still 2-2 on Jackson. I'd say Eric did a fabulous job in his last start because he simply kept the Travs in the game, where they came from behind in the 8th inning with 6 runs. Well, without Eric Sear keeping the game as close as he possibly could, Travs wouldn't have the chance to come from behind. Now, although Sear did not pick up a victory in that game, he does get credit. 2-2 pitch. Inside, tried the curveball, and it missed. Now a full count.
Well, we've seen progress from Sear every single start out, and that's the main thing you want to see if you're a Travelers fan, especially manager Ty Boykin.
Hey, look, in his first start, Travs lost 10-2. Second start, Travs lost 9-4. Third start, they won 9-6. And right here, they're tied. Jackson sends a high fly ball into regular depth center field. Nate Haynes a few steps towards his right. He is there to make the catch. And 2 outs in the third inning. So that brings up the number 9 batter, Gary Schneidmiller. Schneidmiller, probably the longest name we'll see in the Texas League this year. Unless we get someone with a hyphenated name, which happens every once in a while. Schneidmiller, right-handed batter, hitting 147. And the first pitch is high, ball 1. No homers, 8 RBIs for the third baseman of the RockHounds. Sear into the windup, and the 1-ball pitch is hit in the air, shallow center field. Right there, Haynes. Jogging in about 5 steps, he'll put it away. And Eric Sear pitches a perfect third inning, all on fly ball out. So the pitcher's in control right now. If the Travs have the bats in the bottom of the third inning, a scoreless game on FM 101.1 The River.
Looking for the perfect snack to go along with the game? Pick up America's #1 food craving and hit a home run with your family. With more than 300 varieties of cheese made right here in America, there are endless ways to cave to the crave. Stop by your local grocer for ideas on how to create mouth-watering appetizers that the entire family is going to love. Cheese is the perfect snack to accompany any game, and you'll be a winner with your family. Ah, the power of cheese. The Island Capri in Lula has your Aisle 1 Players Club card. Earn comps, points, and mail offers. Receive cash back on the same day. Plus aisle miles for fabulous merchandise and Carnival cruises. New aisle players who join the New Aisle 1 Players Club and earn 10 points or 1 hour of rated table play in one gaming day will win from $1,000 to $5,000 instantly. All part of the Aisle $1 million giveaway. Come in and sign up. Earn 10 points or 1 hour of table play and scratch it off. Winning? That easy. It all happens with Aisle 1. The best club, the most rewards, only at the Isle of Capri Casino in Lula. No purchase necessary. Full details at the Aisle 1 booth.
Experience the thunder at Raywinder Field. Midget Wrestling returns Friday, April 25th. Beautiful Bobby, Little Cato, Pitbull Patterson, and Nasty Boy. 4 midget wrestlers in the squared circle right at home plate before the game. Then you saw them in the World Series. They're louder than a stampede of angry rhinos. Dr. Pepper, the Travs, they present wrestling on the 25th, Thundersticks Night, Saturday, April 26th.
Welcome back to lovely Raywinder Field. We are in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and a scoreless game between the Midland RockHounds and the Arkansas Travelers. Travs entering the game, Texas League best, 12 wins, 5 losses. RockHounds second best record in the league at 11-6. Arkansas a 4-game lead in the East Division. In fact, the Travs are the only team with a winning record in the East Division. Tulsa at second place, 8-9. Of course, they just lost the last 4 games to the Travs, so that's why they're 4 games out. RockHounds in a tighter race in the West Division. They are just a half game ahead of El Paso. And the Diablos visiting Frisco today at the Dr. Pepper 7-Up ballpark, better known to us Traveler fans as the Giant Soda Bottle. Kenny James leading off in the Trav 3rd inning. Number 9 batter leads the Texas League, hitting .405. And as Kenny shows bunt, he offers and misses for a strike.
Well, it's good to see Kenny back in the lineup.
Oh, it really is, because when we last saw Kenny in the lineup for the Travs, he was hit by a pitch on the 15th of April. That adds insult to injury, getting hurt on tax day. The 0-1 pitch is fouled off in the count 0-2. He was hit by a pitch from left-hander Roger Luque, right in the back of his helmet. Helmet went off, and Kenny was left on the ground, not really writhing in pain, but he just didn't know where he was. Large knot developed on the back of his head. He couldn't move his neck for the next 2 days, and for precautionary reasons, Kenny has kept himself out of the lineup since then, and he takes the 0-2 pitch upstairs. But while Kenny was out there, he was playing great baseball. .405 average, no homers, 3 RBIs, and he has just torn the cover off the ball ever since moving into the number 9 spot in the order. Switch hitting, he's batting left-handed, little pop-up behind shortstop, Rouse out there to make the catch. Tough play for Rouse, had to get out there pretty quickly. But he was able to back up in time to make the catch, so first 9 batters have come and gone through the order. Travs have not collected a base hit. They have walked twice against Garcia. Both pitchers doing quite well to start the game. But as we've talked about before, Steve, the second time through the order is pretty much the most important trip through the order. Haynes takes a strike on the first pitch. There's that slider from Sonny Garcia.
Well, you're not going to fool anybody anymore because everybody's seen your entire pitching repertoire.
The 0-1, Haynes swings and misses through a fastball. 0-2. Well, Trav pitching coach Keith Comstock likes to tell his pitchers to, even if you have a 3 or 4 pitch arsenal, really to just establish 2 pitches in the first part of the game. So let him see your whole arsenal like you mentioned. The 0-2 pitch is high and outside to Nate, who grounded out back to the mound in the first inning. And always, Keith and the entire Angels organization wants their pitchers to learn to command the fastball first and foremost. Everything else comes off of that. The 1-2 pitch, a little nubber back to the mound. Much easier this time for Garcia. He fields it and flips it to first, and the Travs center fielder Haynes now 0 for 2. It'll bring up Jake Weber. As long as you can control and command that fastball, put it where you want it, everything after that should be almost like a domino effect.
Oh, it really is, and especially if you can get it over with consistency, it just opens the door for you and puts you in the driver's seat as a pitcher.
Garcia does show command of the fastball in the early going today. Jake Weber takes a pitch inside.
Because there's a world of difference, as we've talked about too, from pitching behind in the count versus pitching ahead of the count.
The 1-0 pitch from the right-hander Garcia. It is ripped into right field, just over the first baseman Jackson, and this one rolls to the fence. Extra bases for Jake Weber. Right fielder Allegra can't field the ball yet, and Weber trying for 3. Here's a cutoff throw into third base. Jake a head-first slide, and he's out. Perfect tag from Adam Morrissey, the second baseman, as Weber is caught at third base trying to stretch 2 into 3, and the Travs are finished in the third inning. Well, you don't want to make the first or third out at third base, but an aggressive base running mistake by Jake Weber, and the Travs on their first base hit of the game end the third inning without a run, and no one left on base. So, heading to the fourth, no score at Raywinder Field on FM 101.1 The River.
Warmer days are moving in. Get moving on your tan. Look good and feel great with a healthy, glowing tan from Advanced Sun Systems. Advanced Sun Systems has 4 levels of tanning to suit you and unlimited tanning packages that start at $20 a month with a one-time enrollment fee. Advanced Sun Systems also has the hottest swimwear and beachwear with colors and styles you won't find anywhere else. It's summer year-round at Advanced Sun Systems, located on Chenal Parkway, Maumelle, and the North Little Rock location that offers the incredible UV-free Mystic Tan. Make your appointment today at Advanced Sun Systems and get ready for the ultimate tanning experience.
Synonymous. Words alike in significance and meaning, like summer and baseball. Baseball and Raywinder Field. Raywinder Field and hot dogs. Hot dogs and Coca-Cola. Yes, Coke is joining the Travs All-Star lineup this summer right alongside the future Anaheim Angels wearing the Travelers uniform. Enjoy the best value in family entertainment in Central Arkansas. Raywinder Field, the Arkansas Travelers, and Coke. 3 summer classics. Call 664-1555 or visit our website at trav.com.
It's toaster time anytime this month at Sonic, because Sonic offers their full menu all day. Choose from our chicken club toaster sandwich, our bacon cheddar burger toaster, or our 3 breakfast toaster sandwiches, made with egg, cheese, and your choice of sausage, bacon, or ham. All on thick, delicious Texas toast and made after you order it. So now when you drive into Sonic, you can get a toaster sandwich for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Whatever you want, whenever you want. Only at Sonic.
Your home for Travelers Baseball. FM 101.1 The River. KDRE. North Little Rock, Little Rock.
Welcome back to Traveler Baseball on FM 101.1 The River. Scoreless game, top of the fourth. Brian Sellier fouls a pitch off to begin the inning. Well, just one base hit between the two teams over 3 innings. Jake Weber with a 2-out double, but caught trying to stretch it to a triple. And you said that you saw Ty Boykin waving him around second base into third, so really that is the aggressive style the Travs would like to play. We've talked about that this year as a pitch inside the Sellier.
Well, you really
1-1 count.
You really can't blame Ty because the ball rattled around in the far right corner of the ballpark, and Jake was around second base. Ty gave him the wave toward third.
Here's the 1-1. Strike on the outside corner, 1-2 on Sellier, who struck out in the first inning.
And it took a perfect relay throw to nail Jake coming into third base, and that's exactly what happened. Just a dandy throw by the shortstop, Mike Rouse.
And that's what it was going to take. It took a perfect throw in order to get Weber at third. The 1-2 pitch reached for and poked high and shallow into left field, coming in Weber. Jake gives way to the shortstop, Harrison, and Adonis makes the catch. 1 out in the fourth inning. Sear is not allowed to hit through 10 batters. And it'll bring up Morrissey, who flied to right field in the first inning. Well, you can't blame Boykin for being aggressive like that. Sure, you don't want to make the final out at third base, but Ty's philosophy, as is most aggressive managers, is to force the opposing team into mistakes. Either that or force them into playing perfect baseball, and that's what Boykin was trying to do. Force them to make a perfect throw to third. So really, a lot of credit goes to the right fielder, Matt Allegra, the second baseman, Adam Morrissey, for great throws and nailing Weber.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I don't think it was that big of a chance. It would have taken a perfect throw, and that's what they got.
Pitch on the way, and a strike down the middle to Morrissey. An 0-1 count. Morrissey, I mentioned, flying to right field in the first inning. Next pitch on the way. Flied foul off the roof, and it bounces quickly down to the stand. A couple people weren't ready for that ball as it hops around and ends up in a man's shirt, it looked like. No balls, 2 strikes on Morrissey. Sear working quickly. His 2-strike pitch is a bit low. Another curveball he tried. You can see Eric going to that breaking pitch on 2 strikes quite often. Nor can we blame him for that. Curveball, as I mentioned, his ticket to the major leagues. Fastball inside, 2-2. Eric got a quick cup of coffee in the major leagues last year when he was pitching in the Padres farm system. 10.50 ERA with San Diego. Quickly sent back to AAA. He pitched pretty well at Portland in the Pacific Coast League. Morrissey fouls one at the plate, keeping the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, base is empty. Sear looking to keep Midland hitless through 4 innings as the pitch is low and it's a full count. Eric usually had been pitching with good control throughout his career. Coming into the year, just 101 walks and about 267 innings, but this year, 8 walks in 16 innings. A little bit more than he's used to giving. But again, he's coming off a bit of an arm injury. 3-2 pitch is softly flied into center field, charging in Nate Haynes. He dives and comes up with a baseball. Beautiful catch by Haynes in shallow right center field. Circled around that ball. Didn't necessarily take the best route to get to that fly, but he makes it look pretty. And there's 2 outs in the 4th inning. Well, Mike Lockwood next up.
Travis fans are getting a little bit spoiled by the play of Nate Haynes. He's made a bunch of those here at Ray Winder Field, diving full out for baseballs, taking away what would be a shallow line drive kind of base hit from the opposition.
Stepping in, Mike Lockwood, who struck out in the 1st inning. Left-handed hitter takes a strike on the outside corner. And Sear appears to be feeling very comfortable. But as we mentioned before, watch out for feeling too comfortable, because he retired 10 men in a row in his final start at Ray Winder Field last homestand and then got racked in the 4th and the 5th. Pitch low and away to the lefty. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sear, formerly a 30th round pick by the Padres. 1998 as the pitch fouled back to the screen, making it 1-2. And you should be impressed with a 30th round pick that gets to the major leagues in his 4th professional season. That's what Sear did. He showed a consistent ability to get ahead in the count at single A and at double A. Good bit of strikeouts, plus he's a left-hander. And the Padres last year, a wealth of young starting pitching and young relief pitchers as well, so they gave him the chance. But Sear apparently didn't pass the test. I think it's a pretty good pickup by the Angels. The 1-2 pitch outside. 2-2 on Mike Lockwood. Scoreless game, top of the 4th. 2 outs, base is empty. Trav lefty Eric Sear looking very strong through 3+ innings. The 2-2 is outside and the count moves full.
Well, anytime you can get a left-hander starting pitcher that can deliver the goods, you've got yourself a real find, and I think you're right. The Angels made a nice pickup with Sear.
Right now, he's still throwing almost as if it's rehab. The 3-2 pitch has popped out of play, keeping the count full. But once we get about halfway through this season, I would expect Sear to get on a roll. The pain should be gone in his arm in a month or 2. He'll work deeper into ball games. Pitch count will be extended. 3-2 pitch, he jams the batter, but it's fouled back again by Lockwood. And just like most other Oakland A farmhands, just works deep in the count and frustrates pitchers. And Sears should be used to pitching against Oakland A's throughout his time in the minors. He's pitched against them in every league but one that he's played in. 3-2 pitch, reached for and popped out of play again. Let's see. Eric Sear has pitched against A's teams in the Arizona and in the Arizona League, the California League, Pacific Coast League. And now here in the Texas League as well. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Midland center fielder Mike Lockwood. Sear throws and a swing and a miss, strike 3. Sear with a changeup. Boy, crossed Lockwood up. 4 strikeouts for Eric Sear in 4 hitless innings. Trouble is, Travs have just 1 hit. And a scoreless game going into the bottom 4th here at Ray Winder Field on FM 101.1, The River.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the votes have been tabulated, and here are the winners. Voted Pulaski County's best barbecue, Pig and Chick Restaurant. Voted Pulaski County's best catfish, Pig and Chick Restaurant. Voted best plate lunch, once again, Pig and Chick Restaurant. And last but not least, voted best family dinner. And you guessed it, the overall winner, Pig and Chick Restaurant in Sherwood. Congratulations to Pig and Chick Restaurant, just 2 blocks south of Keel Avenue in Sherwood. To dine at your house, call 834-5456. To place your order and pick it up at the drive-thru window. Or to cater your family or company parties over the holidays, call 834-5456. And for the best barbecue, catfish, plate lunch, or family sit-down dinner, visit Pig and Chick Restaurant, 7824 Highway 107, that's JFK Boulevard, 2 blocks south of Keel Avenue in Sherwood. Open Monday through Saturday. Hey, it's a proven winner.
Miller time. It's time to tuck the sun in and give it a good night kiss. Miller time. It's time to put the 9 to 5 back on the shelf. Miller time. Time to wear the knife like a cape and break out the Miller Lite. It's time for real time. At a place called Miller Time.
Miller Lite, Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Traveler baseball continues here on FM 101.1 The River. No score. Here in the bottom of the 4th, this is Phil Elson alongside Steve Marston as the night has settled in very comfortably. We had pretty good weather on Sunday for our ball game in Tulsa. And they were dropping down about 67 degrees. Should have perfect weather to finish out this ball game as Junior Zamora steps in against Sonny Garcia. Travs with the only hit of the game, which was a 2-out double by Jake Weber in the 3rd. Zamora takes a curveball for strike 1. Garcia's been all in the strike zone, just 2 walks over 3 innings. He has struck out 2 batters. Zamora takes a curveball low and outside. The count is 1-1. Take a look this inning at the Southwest Airlines out-of-town scoreboard for games across the majors and the Texas League. Of course, full slate of games in all 3 leagues we pay attention to. We'll begin in the National League, but first the 1-1 pitch to Zamora. Swing and a miss on a changeup, and it's a 1-2 count. Montreal leads Arizona 3-0, and in the bottom of the 5th inning, Expos actually having a home opener today. Their first home game in Montreal, and they probably felt more at home in San Juan.
I bet we have more to hear tonight than...
The 1-2 pitch, a slow chopper to the shortstop, picked up by Rouse, and the throw to first base in time. 1 away in the 4th. I wouldn't put it past them. We'll find out what the attendance is later on in Montreal, Steve. You bet we'll report that. And starting that game for Arizona, an all-star pitcher from last year for El Paso, Andrew Good, getting his first start of the bigs. Will Cordero and Jose Vidro reading him rudely. It's English. I'll get into it sometime. Each with a home run. Here's Mike O'Keefe, who takes a pitch outside, ball 1. Philadelphia 5, Colorado 1 in the top of the 7th inning in Philly. Jose Silva on to protect the lead for Philly. The 1-0 pitch, O'Keefe grounds to the second baseman right through the wickets of Adam Morrissey. And that'll get the Travs their 4th base runner. Charge the error on Adam Morrissey. Ball hit right at him. Really didn't even have to take half a step to come up with that baseball, but it went right between the legs. Morrissey commits his 5th error of the year. Back to the scoreboard. Pirates leading San Francisco 5-1. The Giants have lost just 3 times in their first 18 games. Buccos open the game with a 5 spot on former Shreveport pitcher Jesse Foppert in his first major league start. Edgardo Alfonso accounting for the only Giant run with his 2nd homer. Again, 5-1 Pittsburgh, end of the 7th in the Berg. Jason Hill steps in and fouls the first pitch up behind home plate and out of play for a strike. Hill flied out to center field in the 2nd inning. No score, bottom of the 4th here in Little Rock. Travs have Mike O'Keefe at first base, 1 out, and an 0-1 count on Jason Hill. Elsewhere in the National League, 2-2 tie in Florida between the Brewers and the Marlins. Brad Penny pitching for the Marlins in that game. Cincinnati 1, Los Angeles nothing in Ohio. That's in the bottom of the 6th. Garcia tosses the first, chasing O'Keefe back. Houston over the New York Mets 5-1. That game going into the 7th inning. Astro outfielder Richard Hidalgo hitting his 3rd home run of the year. Former Express ace Tim Redding pitching for the Stros. The 0-1 taken high by Hill. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. In Atlanta, 4-1 Braves over St. Louis. Bottom of the 5th, Gary Sheffield has hit his 5th home run of the year. And San Diego won, the Cubs nothing at Wrigley Field in a night game in the top of the 4th. 1-1 pitch, look out, stuck underneath a curveball. And Hill now has a count of 2-1. Going over to the American League in just a sec. It is 3-1. Chicago White Sox leading Baltimore. Bottom of the 9th at Camden Yards. Frank Thomas and Jay Gibbons with the home runs. White Sox have Billy Koch on for the save. Toss to first. O'Keefe is back. Toronto and Tampa Bay tied at 3 apiece. Middle of the 6th inning in Tampa. Kansas City 4. Minnesota nothing. Bottom of the 3rd inning. KC putting up a 4 spot and is still at bat. Joe Randa hitting his 4th home run for the Royals, and Renelvis Hernandez looking for his 4th win to start the season. Count 2-1. O'Keefe fakes the steal. The pitch is fouled back this way. Makes a nice little dent in our chicken wire protecting in front of us.
Well, you talked about in Jason's earlier at bat his quest for a home run. Well, he's had 2 home run cuts and just missed both of them at this at bat, fouling them straight back.
Well, Jason powered out 11 home runs 2 years ago, a season high. Power dropped to 6 long balls last year. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Infield at double play depth, and a curveball for strike 3 on the outside corner. Boy, Garcia using that curveball to perfection here in the early going. 3 strikeouts. All but one of them on a curveball. The other one was on a changeup, so he's not really looking for outs on the fastball. He's setting up other pitches with his heat. Man, it's first 2 outs, and catcher Ryan Buddy standing in. Trav catcher struck out in the 2nd inning, also on that curveball, and he'll take a strike on the first pitch.
You know, baseball's a funny game. We came into tonight, both these teams scored a lot of runs, and these pitchers have given up a lot of hits, but so far through 4 and 3 2/3 innings, it's been just quite a pitcher's duel.
O'Keefe not much of a lead at first base. He'll take off. Garcia's pitch is high and tight. Throw to second base. Bounces into center field. O'Keefe will not take the opportunity to go to third. Probably a smart idea. Outfielder Mike Lockwood backing that throw from catcher Brown. Jeremy Brown has now short-hopped the second baseman or shortstop on each of the Trav stolen base attempts. And the Trav's 2 for 2 on stolen bases tonight. O'Keefe registers his first swipe of the season. And Buddy with a chance to knock in the Trav's first run. Scoreless game, bottom 4. O'Keefe at second, 2 outs. And a ball and a strike on Buddy. 10 RBIs for Ryan this year. And 8 of them coming on home runs. Set position by Garcia. Long look at O'Keefe. Pitch to the plate in the dirt. Nicely blocked by the catcher.
I think that's a smart move by Ty Boykin to send the runner O'Keefe. Because as you said earlier, Buddy has had a lot of home runs this year, but here recently, they've all been solo shots, save for that grand slam he had in Wichita.
All right, here, just looking to put a line drive swing on it. And the thing about Ryan Buddy is he has an uppercut swing. He's not necessarily swinging for home runs, but I think his swing is more conducive to putting a lot of air under the ball. But he'll get some ground balls through the hole at shortstop now and then. Right here, just a single should put the Travs ahead. O'Keefe taking that lead away from second base. Neither middle infielder paying him much attention. The 2-1 pitch, there's that curveball, and Buddy takes strike 2. Anyway, finishing up that American League scoreboard, it is Boston 2, Texas nothing in the bottom of the 4th. Pedro Martinez against Chan Ho Park. Later tonight, the Yankees visit Anaheim, Detroit at Oakland, Cleveland at Seattle. And that's all in the Major League scores. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Buddy is in the dirt and outside. And now the count is full. Next inning, we'll update you on scores from around the Texas League. Garcia has walked 2 batters. Doesn't seem to be afraid to walk batters. Curveball, Buddy out ahead of it. And he pokes it foul into the first base seats. And it sounded like he broke his bat, so we'll go get a brand new one. And he chased the breaking pitch. That was a good bit outside. Not necessarily what he's looking to hit, but I think Garcia may have been looking to get this batter to chase a pitch out of the strike zone.
Well, and I think Jake probably would have taken that pitch, but the count being 3-2, he had to throw the bat head at the ball just to try to protect the plate a little bit. It was probably a little more outside than what he normally would swing at, though. But he fouled it off and lives to see at least one more pitch.
Well, Buddy struck out on a curveball in the second inning. Garcia just threw him 1 on 2 strikes. Let's see if he's setting him up for a fastball. Full count, and here's the payoff pitch. It is a fastball, and it's fouled back. It looked like Ryan was sitting dead red, expecting a heat. So still a 3-2 count on Buddy. Just 1 hit for the Travs. 2 outs into the bottom of the 4th inning. RockHounds hitless. And 1 error for each team. No score. Again, Garcia is ready. And here another payoff pitch. It's in the dirt, ball 4. Tried that curveball, but it wasn't really anywhere near home plate. Bounced in front of the plate and a bit to the right. So Adonis Harrison with a chance to put the Travs ahead. 2 base runners here in the 4th. First inning, the Travs have put 2 men on. And here comes Adonis Harrison. Harrison was the Travs' second base runner of the game, working a 2-out walk in the second inning. Left-handed swinger from Pasadena, California. And it looks like the RockHounds will play for him to pull the baseball. Lots of room towards shortstop. Outfield is fairly shallow. Pickoff throw goes right into center field. The runner's trying to move up. Lockwood backing it up, throws to second base. Everybody is safe. Charge and error on the pitcher, Garcia, for a very poor pickoff throw to second base. Trying to catch O'Keefe napping, but it appears that Garcia was caught napping. His shortstop, Rouse, got over to second base, but Garcia apparently threw the ball where the runner was standing. So now men at second and third base. 2 outs. Harrison about to see his first pitch, and he takes it high and outside, ball 1.
Well, it looked as if maybe Garcia on that pickoff attempt that perhaps thought the second baseman was going to cover the bag, because it would have been more to his, well, no, not to his glove side, but it was just a bad throw.
Yeah, either way, I think it's just a bad throw.
Yeah.
Put it to the third base side of second by about 3 or 4 feet. You can't catch that. He's pitching from the windup. Garcia's 1-0. Harrison swings and misses. Little change up. Harrison out in front. 1 ball, 1 strike. Travs have done quite well with men in scoring position, hitting .301 in such situations. Harrison, however, just 2 for 11 with a runner in scoring position. At third base, Mike O'Keefe, Ryan Buddy at second. Lined up, and Garcia is 1-1. That pitch low and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike on Harrison.
And how about the guts of Ryan Buddy to take off from first base on that play? It just dribbled out to shallow center field, but he took off and just barely made it into second base.
Again, further aggressive base running. It could lead to another run. That's only if Harrison comes through with a base hit. And the pitch is swung on. Ground ball through the right side. Diving stop from Morrissey from his knees. His throw to first is in time for the out. What a play by Adam Morrissey, saving 2 runs and keeping the Travs scoreless in the 4th inning. We got a good ball game here, folks. Travs go scoreless in the 4th. No hits, 2 errors, 2 men left. We're in the 5th inning, about to start. No score here at Ray Winder Field.
Boy, it sure gets hot during the baseball season, and Ready Ice, Arkansas's largest ice company, is always the best choice to keep your favorite drinks cold. Once again, Ready Ice is proud to present Ready Ice Wednesdays at Ray Winder Field. Just hop in anywhere Ready Ice is sold in Greater Little Rock, like Exxon stations or your local convenience store, and grab a coupon good for $2 admission to any Travs Wednesday home game. Get ready, get the coupon, and go to Ready Ice Discount Wednesdays at Ray Winder Field.
Stop by Agro at Highway 165 in England and take a look at the new John Deere 5020 series tractors. This rugged lineup can handle your livestock chores with ease. Choose the 45 to 75 PTO horsepower straddle mount, isolated open operator station, or cab model that fits your needs. The new tractors offer improved comfort, control, and convenience. So check out the new John Deere 5020 series tractors at Agro at Highway 165 in England.
Top Shoes, Arkansas's largest shoe store, and New Balance are proud to support our travelers. New Balance shoes come in the size and width to fit every Travs fan. And Top Shoes has the largest selection of New Balance shoes in the entire state. Not only does New Balance have shoes for athletes, Top Shoes have New Balance shoes for foot problems, such as diabetic neuropathy or plantar fascia. The friendly employees at Top Shoes will gladly measure your feet and get that New Balance that is just right for you. Top Shoes is located in Little Rock, North Little Rock, Benton, Conway, Russellville, and throughout Arkansas.
You hear it in the background there, our favorite dance of the baseball season, the chicken dance. Of course, we do like the victory dance. That's always a nice one to see. Phil Elson and Steve Marston with you here on FM 101.1 The River. 4 innings into this game, no score. Here in the top of the 5th, designated hitter Dan Johnson begins the inning for the RockHounds. Jeremy Brown and Mike Rouse will follow. The big lefty takes a strike from another big lefty, Eric Sear, who has kept the RockHounds hitless through 4 innings, allowing just 1 base runner, and it was on an error by the catcher Ryan Buddy after a dropped third strike. The 0-1, Johnson hits it a ton into right field. This one deep, back to the wall, Kenny James. He has room, he leaps and makes the catch. Right in front of the Weyerhaeuser sign. That ball falls in James's mitt. He had to leap in the air by about 2 or 3 feet, showing off those hops and keeping Johnson off the bases.
And Kenny played it perfectly. He got to the wall, reached out with his arm, felt where the wall was, leaped at the perfect time, and stole an extra base hit away. What a spectacular play by the Travs right fielder.
And he kind of made it look easy. Just got back to his spot where he knew the ball was coming down, looked up, measured it, jumped, and caught the ball. Jeremy Brown takes ball 1 outside. Scoreless game here in the top of the 5th. Brown bounced into a double play in the 2nd inning, and he'll take a pitch low and away. 2 balls, no strikes. And I believe this is the first batter that Sear has fallen behind 2-0, and it's a dangerous sign. Right-hander Brown, there's a strike inside corner. Just got a final score from the American League. The White Sox beat the Orioles 3-1. Billy Koch able to nail down that save. Esteban Loaiza starts the season 4-0. 2-1 pitch inside. Ball 3. Curveball not missing by much. Rouse on deck. He bounced back to the mound in the 2nd inning.
Boy, and Eric really wanted that called strike. He didn't get it. He shows a little bit of frustration out on the mound that time.
The windup in the 3-1 and the strike on the outside corner on a fastball. Eric seems to be throwing the fastball with a little bit more velocity than we saw in his last couple of starts. He'll stare in there, looking for the sign from Ryan Buddy. He gets it, and the payoff pitch inside corner called strike 3. Great pitch from Sear. Strikeout number 5 for the native of Montreal, Quebec. Born there, currently lives in Southern California. 2 outs, Mike Rouse standing into the batter's box. Our first look at Rouse. He bounced back to the mound in the 2nd inning. Another left-handed hitter. Very lefty-heavy lineup. First pitch strike on the outside corner. Rouse, traded by the Toronto Blue Jays during the previous offseason, along with a relief pitcher to the A's. Jays got Corey Lytle in that trade. Pitch inside, 2 balls, 1 strike on Rouse. Rouse in his previous 2 seasons also played with Kenny James last year. Both of them started the season on the Tennessee Smokies. Of course, Kenny joined the Travs after the month of April. The 1-1 pitch is low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Rouse carries a .265 batting average over a 2-year career, 14 homers, 67 RBIs. Born and raised in San Jose, played his college ball at Cal State Fullerton. The 2-1 pitch, a swing and a miss, 2-2. Another curveball from Eric Sear. No score, top of the 5th, base is empty. 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Mike Rouse. Matt Allegra on deck in case the number 6 batter reaches. Boy, Sear has been sharp. His 2-2 pitch struck him out swinging. Fastball got him, and that is 6 strikeouts through 5 hitless innings for Eric Sear. Taking this game into the bottom of the 5th. Travs need to put some runs on the board. We're scoreless on FM 101.1 The River.
The Fish House is known all across Arkansas for its great catfish. But did you know that the Fish House can cater any event anywhere in the state? Catfish, chicken, hush puppy, shrimp, fries, coleslaw, baked beans, all of them cooked on site. The Fish House even provides plates, utensils, and napkins for up to 3,000 people. All you have to do is eat, because the Fish House takes care of everything else. Come see us for a great meal in Conway at 116 South Harkrider, or call toll-free 877-661-3774 for the Fish House.
Imagine what it feels like to be a hero every day, to make a difference in the Coast Guard. Jobs that matter.
Join the Coast Guard or Coast Guard Reserve. Save lives, stop drugs, protect the environment. Call toll-free 1-877-NOW-USCG.
Coast Guard. Jobs that matter.
Call toll-free 1-877-NOW-USCG. The Coast Guard. Jobs that matter.
The best part of a convenience store is convenience. Double B's Exxon wants to make your trip to our stores as convenient as possible. That's why we featured Speed Pass at our Exxon locations. Speed Pass is the easiest, most efficient method of payment at the pump. Available exclusively at Exxon. Of course, Double B's Exxon features all sorts of ice-cold beverages and snacks. Double B's Exxon, locations at Greater Little Rock, are the places to pick up your Tuesday and Wednesday Travs Family Night discount tickets. And be sure to listen to the Double B's Double Play all season long. Double B's Exxon. Gas it, grab it, and go!
Welcome back to Raywinder Field. Phil Elson and Steve Marston joining you on FM 101.1 The River. Not much to tell you about through this game so far. The offensive numbers are fairly small. The visiting Midland RockHounds, no runs, no hits, 2 errors. And the Arkansas Travelers, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, Derek Mann leads off for the Travs. Kenny James and Nate Haynes follow. Sonny Garcia has allowed 4 base runners in 4 innings. Actually, 5 base runners in 4 innings, 3 walks, 1 hit, 1 man reaching on an error. Derek Mann swings and misses at the first pitch for a strike. Garcia stranded 2 base runners in the 4th inning in scoring position when Adam Morrissey robbed Adonis Harrison of an RBI base hit with a smooth diving play into short right field. Strike on the outside corner to Mann. That's strike 2. Mann popped out to third base in the 2nd inning. Travs have been retired on pop-ups 3 times. Garcia has registered 3 strikeouts. All of them on breaking pitches or a changeup. Now we'll see what he tries to get Mann fishing with. Here on this 0-2 pitch. On the way, curveball. And it's fouled by Mann. Little defensive swing. Here in this bottom of the 5th inning, we'll have a look at the Southwest Airlines Texas League scoreboard. We just finished up the big league scores. We'll let you know what's going on across this fine minor league of ours. High and outside to Mann, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Big lead for Tulsa early in the game, 6-1 over Round Rock. Top of the 5th inning. Drillers looking to rebound from the 4-game sweep just handed to them by the Travelers. The 1-2 pitch to Mann, and he popped it up again. Shallow left center field. Shortstop Rouse gives way to the left fielder Sellier, and it is Brian Sellier making the catch for the out. Elsewhere in the Texas League, besides Tulsa's 6-1 lead, San Antonio 4, Wichita nothing, top of the 4th. The Missions on a 3-game win streak. And again, 4-0. Missions leading Wichita in San Antonio. El Paso at Frisco. Diablos lead 4-1 after 3 innings of play. No home runs hit in the Texas League yet in this evening. Here's Kenny James, who nubs the first pitch off the end of the bat right to the third baseman, Gary Schneidmiller. He was playing in on the grass, and he fields it and tosses to first base. 2 quick outs in the 5th inning. Well, both pitchers seem to be in pretty good control of this game right now, Steve. That second time through the order, and they still look pretty smooth.
They sure do. And Kenny, that last pitch that Kenny swung at, I think he expected that ball just to ricochet off the foul. He hesitated just for a moment, then took off for the first base, but it was a good pitch.
Haynes, first pitch swinging, ground ball to the hole at second base, runs up Morrissey's wrist, and Haynes is safe at first. Award a base hit to Nate Haynes, infield single. So we've seen Morrissey now with 3 completely different plays in this game. On the easy grounder hit by O'Keefe, he let it go right between his legs. Then later on in the 4th inning, he redeemed himself with a fantastic diving play in short right field. Now here in the 5th inning, that wasn't the easiest play, but it's a play that should have been made regardless of Haynes' speed. He just didn't look the ball into his glove. Tossed to first base, chasing Haynes back in.
Well, to be fair, he did have a little ways to run down that right field, down to his right to try to field the ball, but you're right, he was there. He had plenty of time. It just rolled up his arm.
Garcia ready, Haynes taking his lead. Quick pitch to the plate, and it's outside. Looked like a pitch out. 1 ball, no strikes. Travs have already stolen 2 bases in this game. Weber in the 1st inning, O'Keefe in the 4th. Of course, you've got Haynes out there who can fly like the wind, who has stolen 3 of 4 tries this year. And he takes off. The pitch is a curveball, swung on and missed. Throw to second base, nowhere near in time. Haynes swipes his 4th of the season. But Weber swung through that pitch. I'd say that's a great idea to get Haynes running with Weber at the plate there, because Weber reached on a walk in the 1st inning. He doubled over the first baseman in the 3rd. And now a base hit puts the Travs ahead. No runs for either team, bottom of the 5th. Haynes will be running on contact. A 1-1 count on Jake Weber. Garcia from the stretch, and the pitch is ripped into right field. Fair ball! That will score Nate Haynes. This one rolls to the corner, and Weber pulling into second base. He's content this time with a double, and the Travs have the 1-0 lead. Garcia dipped into the well one too many times. That curveball hung on the inside portion of the plate, and Jake was just waiting on that pitch.
And how big is the stolen base for Nate Haynes now? That puts him in scoring position. Jake rips the double, and a run scored. If not, you were looking at probably second. You're looking at probably second and third in this situation. Instead, the Travs have the lead.
Here's Junior Zamora stepping in. First pitch swinging and missing. Little slider from Garcia. So now Weber with 2 doubles in this game, leading the Texas League with 9 doubles. Just collected his 11th RBI. Jake really seems to hit very well at Ray Winder. Zamora the batter. He's 0 for 2. Pop out shortstop in the 1st. Rounded to short on the 4th. 0-1 pitch. He chops it. 2 hops to the shortstop, Rouse. And he tosses to first base. That completes the inning. Travs get on the scoreboard, though. Jake Weber with the RBI double, following Nate Haynes' infield single and a stolen base. 1-0 Arkansas. We take this game into the top of the 6th inning at Ray Winder Field. You're listening to Traveler Baseball on FM 101.1, The River.
Hollywood Sports and Memorabilia specializes in autographed collectibles from the worlds of baseball, football, basketball, movies, and music. Memorabilia signed by the likes of Joe Montana, Mickey Mantle, Ted Williams, John Wayne, Marilyn Monroe, Elvis, Britney Spears, and the Beatles. And remember, everything sold at Hollywood Sports and Memorabilia is 100% authentic or guaranteed. It's all at Hollywood Sports and Memorabilia at the intersection of Rainwood Drive and Green Mountain. Give them a call at 219-0003 for Hollywood Sports and Memorabilia.
Miller Lite. Miller time. It's time to grab the fellas and hit defrost. Great tasting Miller Lite. Time to melt cold shoulders. Time to pull your mojo out of the freezer and warm it up on the grill. It's time for a great tasting Miller Lite. Great tasting Miller Lite. At a place called Miller Time.
Miller Lite, Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Hello? I've got good news. What? My Aristotle internet bill is only $5.50 this month. Last month it was only $7.
And that's your good news?
Uh-huh. With Aristotle, you only pay for the time you spend online at the rate of 50 cents an hour. How much time do you spend on the internet?
Well,
I bet you'd save money with Aristotle, too.
I probably would.
Okay, bye. Oh, yeah, also, I'm getting married.
Good news should be shared with good friends. Sign up for Aristotle Internet at www.aristotle.net.
Just finishing calling the bingo numbers here on this Tuesday evening in Little Rock. Of course, it's today Villa Italian Restaurant Golden Corral Bingo. Every Tuesday we play for dinners at Golden Corral and Villa Italian Restaurant, plus other assorted prizes here at Raywinder Field. We're playing bingo again on Thursday for Shed Spread Country Crock Free Family Thursday. Free admission for up to 6 people with a sales receipt of a purchase from any Shed Spread product. That's Thursday. Matt Allegra leads off in the 6th inning for Midland and fouls away Eric Sears' first pitch. A 1-0 Traveler lead here in the top of the first. RockHounds have collected no hits, just one man reaching on a drop third strike and an error to the catcher Ryan Buddy. Eric Sear has been masterful. The 0-1 pitch is low and the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Also on Thursday, we've got our Prostate Cancer Awareness Night, a very worthwhile cause at the ballpark. Sear winds in the 1-1. Hit slowly towards the shortstop, Adonis Harrison. He picks it and fields it, throws low to first base, but dug out by O'Keefe, and there's one away in the 6th. Prostate Cancer Awareness Night on Thursday. The Arkansas Prostate Cancer Foundation will have the mobile testing unit out here at the parking lot at Raywinder Field from 5:30 until 8 p.m. And there will be 3 prostate cancer screenings on the mobile testing unit in privacy, folks. It's in privacy. There'll be nurses and doctors on there, professionals. We don't let just anybody test you for prostate cancer, trust me. And men that get tested for prostate cancer on Thursday at the ballpark or in the mobile testing unit by the ballpark get a free ticket to the Sunday game this homestand against El Paso. Strike on the inside corner to Steve Jackson. And that'll be Thursday, April 24th. Again, the Prostate Cancer Foundation has the mobile testing unit at the ballpark's parking lot, 5:30 till 8 o'clock. And even if you don't want to get tested, you can just come for free information, and that should be good enough. 1 ball, 1 strike on Steve Jackson. Sear winds and delivers. The pitch is hit in the air, foul to right field. This one out of the ballpark, and another strike. It's 1-2. And again, Sear getting out ahead in the count. Twelve consecutive batters set down by Eric Sear. No walks, no hits. His 1-2 pitch. Changeup, got him popped up, foul territory, first base side, easy play for Mike O'Keefe, and there's 2 outs. That'll bring Gary Schneidmiller to the plate. 1-0 Arkansas. Boy, how would you think that the 2 top offenses in the Texas League would have 3 hits between them here in the top of the 6th inning? Well, the credit goes to the pitchers and the fielders. Schneidmiller takes a fastball for strike 1. Let me tell you, Eric Sear is throwing darts tonight. Fastball is really coming out of his hand, and it is exploding on the strike zone. 0-1 on Schneidmiller, who entered the game batting 147, and he'll take another strike at the letters. 0-2.
Yeah, baseball's a funny game. Eric Sear has opponents hitting against him over 300. Sonny Garcia has opponents hitting over 400 against him, but they've been masterful tonight.
2-strike pitch, low and inside, and it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Eric has been very strong, not just in the strike zone, but also outside the strike zone, trying to make batters go fishing for pitches low and inside, especially on that curveball. Seeing a changeup every once in a while. Here is the lefty's 1-2, and it's low and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 6 strikeouts for Eric Sear. That already a season high for him. He entered the game with 11 strikeouts in just under 15 innings. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Gary Schneidmiller. 2 outs, top of the 6th, 1-0 Travs. And the pitch is outside. Now a full count.
And another positive thing about Sear is, seems like every time you look up with each batter, he's got 2 strikes on him.
Payoff pitch on the way. Change up, got him swinging. Strike 3. 7 strikeouts for Sear. 13 men set down in order. And a 1-0 Trav lead. We go to the 7th inning here in Little Rock on FM 101.1, The River.
Sports is fun, but it's just a game. Your life, on the other hand, needs a little more serious game plan. Like preparation for a career in today's growing technical fields. That's why ITT Technical Institute offers associate's degree programs in areas like electronics, computer drafting and design, and information technology. The skills and knowledge taught are in technical areas that can have practical value in the workplace. For more information on ITT Tech, call 565-5550 today. Or find us on the web at itt-tech.edu.
When Mac told me about BC Powder, I had no idea it would start a 20-year friendship.
Yeah, I remember Tim laying on the locker room floor.
It was my first televised wrestling match. You were the referee. A lot of help you were. I got tossed in the 3rd row of seats.
Yeah, no, that's a BC moment.
My back was sore, neck was sore, shoulder was hurt, and you said, here, kid, here's a BC.
Yeah, BC works quick. It'll get you back on your feet to do it all over again.
BC is the best-kept secret in wrestling.
Not anymore.
BC Powder. Share the relief. Use as directed.
It's toaster time anytime this month at Sonic, because Sonic offers their full menu all day. Choose from our chicken club toaster sandwich, our bacon cheddar burger toaster, or our 3 breakfast toaster sandwiches, made with egg, cheese, and your choice of sausage, bacon, or ham. All on thick, delicious Texas toast and made after you order it. So now when you drive into Sonic, you can get a toaster sandwich for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Whatever you want, whenever you want. Only at Sonic.
Back here at Raywinder Field, don't forget about Midget Wrestling Night this Friday, presented by Coca-Cola. Midget Wrestling begins at 6:50 as we present the World Tag Team Midget Wrestling Championship, with baseball soon to follow after that. It is all at Raywinder Field this Friday night. Dial 664-1555 for group information, or just go online to Travs.com. Phil Elson and Steve Marston here at the ballpark. We are 5.5 innings into tonight's game. Travs ahead of the visiting Midland RockHounds 1-0. Both Sonny Garcia and Eric Sear pitched wonderful ball games, but Garcia right now on the flip side as he faces O'Keefe. Mike up to the plate, swinging at the first pitch. There goes a high fly deep into left center field. Brian Sellier just in front of the warning track. Will make the catch, and 1 pitch, 1 out in the 6th inning. O'Keefe now 0 for 3. That'll bring up right-handed batter Jason Hill. Travs with just 3 base hits in this game. 2 of them came in the 5th inning, all with 2 outs. Nate Haynes beat out an infield single, stole second, and scored on Jake Weber's RBI double. Meanwhile, the RockHounds have had just 1 base runner on a dropped 3rd strike 6 innings into the game. Hill is at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Fly to center field in the 2nd inning, called out on strikes in the 4th. Garcia's first pitch is outside with a curveball, 1-0. Well, good thing for the Travs that they did score first. Again, 15th time in the first 18 games this season. The 1-0 pitch ripped down the 3rd baseline and tops the diving Schneidmiller. Could be extra bases for Hill. He crosses first, heading for second. Sellier with a throw into second base. Not in time. Hill is standing at second base. A 1-out double, his 3rd of the year.
As good as Garcia has been tonight, and he has been very good, he has made a couple of mistakes, and the Travs have made him pay for them, getting base hits and extra base hits. Weber in the 5th inning with the RBI double. Now Jason Hill here with a stand-up double, and the Travs are in business. 3 of the Travs' 4 hits tonight are doubles, and all of them into the corners. 2 of them into the right field corner, both by Jake Weber, and now Hill with that double into the left field corner. That sets up Ryan Buddy for an RBI opportunity. Buddy walked in the 4th inning. He struck out in the 2nd. Right-handed hitting catcher entered the game at 295. Garcia checking second base. Pitch to the plate in the dirt and blocked by Brown. Boy, Jeremy Brown has had a workout behind home plate today, and he has blocked numerous pitches in the dirt. Breaking balls more often than the fastball. RockHounds have a reliever up in the bullpen getting loose. It's Shane Bazell.
And here the crowd in the background starting to get fired up as the fanometer on the scoreboard asks for loudness. And Buddy singles into left field. Jason Hill is going to get sent around third base, but he will hold up as the throw came home from Sellier, and he would have had Hill dead to rights. Jason Hill saw Tyrone Boykin waving him around third base, but I don't think Jason believed what he saw, because Jason is fairly slow of foot, and it looked like Boykin wanted to test the arm of the outfielders again.
So you're absolutely right. That's a good decision by Hill, because he would have been out by a mile at the plate, because by the time he got around third base, the throw was already halfway in, and he would have been out just by a huge margin.
Second consecutive base hit here in the sixth inning brings a visit from RockHound pitching coach Craig Lefferts. Now, you remember Craig Lefferts? You should. Pitched in the major leagues for quite some time. 12-year career in the major leagues, included stops with the Chicago Cubs, the Padres, Giants, Orioles, Rangers, and the California Angels. 58 wins, 72 losses, and a 3.43 ERA, mostly as a reliever. Pitched in the World Series with the Padres in 1984. And he is leaving Garcia out there on the pitcher's mound. Travs at the corners, one out for Adonis Harrison. Harrison almost drove into the Travs' first run in the fourth inning, with men at second and third and 2 outs. He was robbed of a base hit. A beautiful diving play by the second baseman, Adam Morrissey, but now the Travs have some options. One out, men at the corners, and the first pitch to Harrison is blooped over the third baseman, down the third left field line. There goes Sellier chasing it, and the ball bounces foul. Strike one.
Cellular had him played way around to right field, so he had a long run to make and couldn't quite make it before the ball landed in foul territory.
Third baseman Schneidmiller off the line by about 10 feet, even with his bag. First baseman Jackson holds Buddy on. Middle infielders shaded a bit towards second. Garcia is ready. Steps to third, looks at first base. The runners hold their spot. A 1-0 Travelers lead in the bottom of the sixth.
And I know it's not Adonis' strength to go the other way, but there is a big gap between third and short. If he could poke the ball there, that's going to be a big RBI opportunity right waiting to happen.
Catcher sets up outside. Looks like he'll get a pitch to take the opposite way. Bounces one back to the mound. Could be two. To Rouse for one out. The throw to first base is in time for an inning-ending double play. Boy, the Travs with another chance to score, and they cannot come through. No runs, 2 hits, and a man left at third base. After the inning-ending twin killing, we head into the top of the 7th inning at Raywinder Field. Travs 1, RockHounds nothing on FM 101.1, The River.
Meet Bob, the carpenter. He's smart, he's a pro, and he wants the best for his family. What does he do? Join the union. Bob knows that a union carpenter maximizes his earning power, gets family insurance, and a pension plan he can count on. Plus, a union carpenter has access to union training, learning new skills, and advancing his career. Carpenters, pile drivers, floor layers, and millwrights. Join now and start enjoying the benefits. Call the Arkansas Regional Council of Carpenters at 501-568-2500 for more information.
Hey, what's up? This is Lala, and welcome to Coke FM, bringing you the hottest new sound. Try to make it real, come dance away.
The real can be bought and sold, taught and told. The boy tried to keep it, but he lost his soul. On the road to the riches, he lost control. About the eye of the needle, I was often told. It's never not to the bar for gold, and your actions all is told.
Try to make it real, come dance away. This is Lala at Coke FM, keeping it real with a full taste of Coca-Cola.
You got an appetite, a taste that you can savor. Something different tonight. Irresistible flavor. Ah, chicken on the barbie and fish of the day. The Outback Grillers will blow you away. Outback Steakhouse, it's just right. Outback Steakhouse.
No rules, just right.
Traveler Baseball continues here on FM 101.1 The River. Stone Links Golf Course is one of Central Arkansas's best golf courses, and it's right here in North Little Rock at the Faulkner Lake Road exit of I-430. Stone Links features picture-perfect greens and outstanding instruction from golf pros Pete and Maria. Plus, Stone Links has beautiful lots for sale where you can build your own home right on the golf course. Get a hold of Stone Links and our friends out there. Call 945-0945. Again, the number 945-0945 for Stone Links Golf Course. 1-0, the Travs leading here in a pitcher's duel, top of the 7th. Eric Sear has set down the last 12 batters in a row. Brian Sellier leading off here in the 7th inning. He's 0 for 2, and the left-handed batter takes a strike on the outside corner. Just another first pitch strike for Eric Sear. Adam Morrissey and Mike Lockwood, the final 2 batters, we hope, here in the 7th inning. Sear's 0-1 pitch, fastball high and inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sear has worked to count to 3 balls only a handful of times. He's getting rid of these RockHound batters pretty much early in the order. He has saved his pitch count and is already working in his 7th inning, longest start of the year for him. Check swing on a ball in the dirt. Appeal to third base umpire Hitoshi Uchikawa, and Toshi says no swing. So the count 2 balls, 1 strike on Sellier. Just got another final score coming in from the National League. The Pirates beat the Giants 5-2. San Francisco loses for only the 4th time in their first 19 games. Jeff Suppan, surprise 4-0 to start the year. Jesse Foppert the loss. Pitch on the way, and it misses high. 3 balls, 1 strike. Foppert allowed a 5-run first inning to Pittsburgh. Bucks went scoreless for the rest of the game. In fact, they were out hit by the Giants 9-6. Pittsburgh wins that one. 3 balls and a strike on Sellier. Sear has yet to issue a walk in the game, and he won't do it there as a strike right down the middle taken by Sellier, a full count. Just saw a Trav catcher walk down to the bullpen, so we're going to get somebody warming up sometime soon. Sear is very close to using up his allotment of pitches, regardless of the fact that the RockHounds are without a base hit. 3-2 pitch, change up, popped him up behind the plate. Ryan Buddy chasing it towards the fence, and he runs out of room as the ball hits that chicken wire and rolls back down. Really, using the amount of pitches that Eric has to work with throughout a game, it's very difficult to even get into the 7th inning. It says a lot about how he has pitched right now. Who knows? He may be allowed to go a little bit further depending on if he keeps the RockHounds hitless. But soon there's going to be a Trav warming up in the bullpen. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and Sear's pitch is fouled out of play. He got Sellier to reach for one that was a bit outside of the strike zone. A 1-0 Trav lead. Only run of the game came in the bottom of the 5th inning on an RBI double by Jake Weber, scoring Nate Haynes. Right-hander warming up in the Trav bullpen is Derek Turnbow. 3-2 pitch, got him, swinging, strike 3, fastball, whiffs his 8th of the game. Second strikeout of Sellier. And Eric Sear is making a loud statement today against one of the top hitting teams in the Texas League. He is shutting them down and doing it with an amazing array of pitches that he can throw on any pitch. He just looks great today. Great command. Morrissey pops the first pitch out of play as he was jammed on a fastball, strike 1. Morrissey actually came the closest to a base hit by the Midland RockHounds when his fly ball into shallow right center field in the 4th inning was sinking, but Nate Haynes made a great diving catch. Besides that, Dan Johnson flied out to the wall in his last at-bat in the 5th inning. Sears' 1-strike pitch leaves a changeup outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Let me ask you this question. Sear, knowing that his pitch count is what it is, and we're in a 1-run game here late, I'll finish it in a moment.
Here's the 1-1, ground ball to third base. Nice play by Junior Zamora. Went down to the knees to field it, and the toss across, 2 out. You were saying, Steve?
Well, should worse things happen, he allows a base runner. How quick do you think Ty's going to be with the hook to get him out?
I think right now, since they just had Turnbow starting to warm up, they're going to let Sear finish this 7th inning. There may be a question if he comes out for the 8th. Now, the Midland RockHounds had a pitcher in Rich Harden, who in 2 starts threw 13 perfect innings, 7 innings in his first start, 6 in the other. He didn't get a chance to finish a possible no-hit game. Mike Lockwood swings and misses. He has struck out on both of his at-bats. Lockwood striking out swinging both the first and fourth innings to end each frame. The 0-1. Little pop-up behind third base, long way for Zamora to run. He's going to try to make a basket catch, and the ball drops in foul territory. Tough play for Junior. Tried to make a catch over his shoulders, basket style.
Yeah, he had his back completely to the infield, running kind of in a diagonal away into foul territory, and it would have been an outstanding play had he come up to make it. And the Travs really catch a break that the ball did not land in fair territory, because that would have been a terrible way to lose this no-hitter on something like that.
An 0-2 count on Lockwood, who entered the game batting .400. Only 2 Texas League batters at that mark to start today's action. Let's see her ahead in the count. Here is Eric's 0-2 pitch, and it's fouled off by Lockwood into the light standard behind third base. Sear not afraid to come inside with his fastball. It has a nice little bit of late hop on it. It's moving. Curveball has been his best pitch tonight. And again, as we mentioned before, he's pitching off his fastball. Another 2-strike pitch and in the dirt. Looked like Eric slipped on the pitcher's mound when he threw that one, and it caught home plate umpire Ray Gregson on the inner thigh. That's going to leave a nice little mark for crew chief Ray Gregson, who wears that one like a champ. Well, he's just standing there as if to say, what ball? I didn't feel anything. Ryan Buddy, the catcher, doing a catcher's duty by giving the umpire some time to recover. Walks out to the mound. He's going to talk with Sear. Derek Turnbow continues to throw in the Arkansas bullpen. One ball, 2 strikes on Mike Lockwood. Left-handed hitter digs back into the box. Puts the bat on the shoulder, raises it up. Sear throws the 1-2 pitch, and it's reached for and fouled off again.
That's a heck of a play by Lockwood, because he spoiled a pretty good pitch that time. He just defensively swung at a pitch that perhaps may have caught the outside part of the plate, but he stays alive.
Outfield deep in right and center. Jake Weber, the left fielder, shading towards the line. Sear winds up, kicks the leg, rears back, and fires a fastball outside. 2-2. Sear working deeper in the count over the last couple of innings than he had in the first 5 frames. 2-2 pitch, just outside. Boy, that was close. Sear tried the outside corner with the fastball, didn't get the call. Walks off the pitcher's mound towards second base, taking a deep breath. Three balls, 2 strikes, and the payoff pitch on the way. Got him right down the middle. Strike 3 looking. 8 strikeouts for Sear. Through 7 hitless innings, Travs lead 1-0. Time for the 7th inning stretch here in Little Rock on FM 101.1 The River.
The Electric Cowboy is open Wednesday through Sunday at 7:30. Wednesday, Ladies' Night. All ladies entering before 10 receive a $5 cash gift, plus dance lessons and a 9-ball pool tourney. Thursday features crazy cash game, dance lessons, and specials on pitchers and long necks. Friday night has special long necks until midnight, and Saturday's early bird long neck special lasts until 9:30. Then we wrap it up Sunday with an 8-ball pool tourney and $50 cash to the best karaoke singer. The Electric Cowboy off I-30 at the Chico Road exit.
Tractor trailer accident, Gary Eubanks and Associates. Tractor trailer injury, Gary Eubanks and Associates. Tractor trailer investigation, Gary Eubanks and Associates. Tractor trailer settlement, Gary Eubanks and Associates. Tractor trailer litigation experience, Gary Eubanks and Associates. At Gary Eubanks and Associates, an experienced trial lawyer will handle your tractor trailer case. And as always, we'll win your case, or you don't owe us a dime.
Now that the baseball season is here, moms everywhere begin scouting for a cool, delicious recipe that won't take extra innings to make, like Del Monte's Spring Pasta Salad. Simply combine 8 ounces of cooked spiral pasta, 1 can of Del Monte's seasoned green beans, 1 can of Del Monte's peas and carrots, plus a cup of cherry tomato halves tossed with Caesar dressing, and you've got a quick score. Del Monte steps up to the plate with simple mealtime solutions that will have you saying, hey, I can do that.
Look for Del Monte vegetables at your local Harvest Foods. Harvest Foods, an Arkansas company serving Arkansans. Your home for Travelers Baseball. FM 101.1 The River. KDRE. North Little Rock, Little Rock.
A classic ball game here at Raywinder Field after the 7th inning stretch has been finished. And when you finish the 7th inning stretch before 9 o'clock, my land, you're getting a quick ball game in. 1-0, Travs leading. No runs, no hits, 2 errors for the Midland RockHounds. They've been up to the plate 7 times. The Travs with 1 run on 5 hits, 1 error. And here in the bottom of the 7th, second baseman Derek Mann leads off. Sonny Garcia back out for his 7th inning of work. Doing a very good game, but he's given up 4 hits over the last 2 innings. Mann tries a bunt, picked up just in front of the plate by the catcher, Justin Brown. That's Jeremy Brown, and he retires Mann with a nice throw to first. Oh, Derek unable to get that bunt far enough away from home plate. The 1 pitch on 1 out in the 7th.
Yeah, he had a lot of backspin on the bunt when he laid it down, and a good play by Brown not to allow the ball to roll back into foul territory, fielded it, and made the out.
Standing in, Kenny James. Kenny is 0 for 2. Made his presence felt by leaping and robbing Dan Johnson of an extra base hit 3 innings ago. He'll take a strike on the outside corner from Garcia. Derek Turnbow still throwing in the Arkansas bullpen. It appears we may see him come in to pitch in the top of the 8th. Eric Sear, 7 hitless innings. James fouls the pitch back to the screen. 2 strikes to count. Lost in this game right now. Outstanding job done by Sonny Garcia, who had an ERA over 690 before coming into this game. The 0-2, James swings and misses, strike 3. 2 quick outs here in the 7th inning. Strikeout number 4 for Sonny Garcia. Against 3 walks, hasn't allowed a walk since the 4th. Nate Haynes stepping up in the same spot he saw in the 5th inning. 2 outs, no one on base. He hits the first pitch into center field, right to Mike Lockwood. He'll make the catch. And that is just a 5-pitch inning for Sonny Garcia. Travs go down in order, 1, 2, 3. Heading into the 8th inning here in Little Rock, Arkansas. The score, Travelers 1, RockHounds nothing. We'll be right back after this break on FM 101.1 The River.
Hit a home run with your family tonight. Whether you're planning a meal before the game or snacks for the game, remember to include milk, cheese, and yogurt in the game plan. 3 servings a day of dairy is the right amount to help keep your body healthy. It's easy. Just look for the 3-a-day logo on your favorite calcium-rich dairy foods at your local retailer. For more information, including recipes and coupons, visit www.3aday.org. Have you had your 3-a-day today? The power of cheese.
It's toaster time anytime this month at Sonic, because Sonic offers their full menu all day. Choose from our chicken club toaster sandwich, our bacon cheddar burger toaster, or our 3 breakfast toaster sandwiches, made with egg, cheese, and your choice of sausage, bacon, or ham, all on thick, delicious Texas toast and made after you order it. So now when you drive into Sonic, you can get a toaster sandwich for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Whatever you want, whenever you want. Only at Sonic.
Hey, free! What a terrific word free is. Freedom, free speech, free enterprise, and of course, free Trav tickets. Hey, there's only one way to get yourself free Trav tickets. Buy a tub of Shed Spreads Country Crock, bring the receipt to a Thursday Traveler home game, and you'll get up to 6 family members into the ballpark for free. Plus, we play Shed Spreads Country Crock Bingo with great prizes all during the game. That's Shed Spread Country Crock Free Family Thursday.
It will be Thursday. Bingo will be with you.
Welcome back to Raywinder Field. Phil Elson alongside Steve Marston. Our game moving into the top of the 8th inning. Travs ahead 1-0. Eric Sears through 7 innings. No hits, no runs, no walks, 9 strikeouts, and Eric is not coming out to pitch the 8th inning. Instead, Derek Turnbull gets the call from the bullpen. And it's a tough pill to swallow when you have a pitcher working on a gem like Sear has thrown. You want him to come out and go for the no-hitter. You almost feel like it's a crime that he won't go out there and do it, but you got to remember, yeah, you're here to win ball games, no doubt, but it's player development, and Sear is coming off some surgery during the off season. It's a tough thing to say, but this is probably the right thing to do.
Absolutely. I mean, with the injury situation that he had, and as we said, he slowly has been working this whole season, building up his arm strength and pitching better each and every time out. It's a great way to end. Obviously, you don't want to leave when you have a chance to do something special, but I think all things considered, this is the best move.
Turnbull will face Dan Johnson, Jeremy Brown, and Mike Rouse here in the 8th. But looked like Johnson wanted to get a new piece of lumber before heading up against Turnbull. Well, if you want to keep the string going here and keep RockHounds without a base hit, probably best to bring Turnbull on. He has allowed just 3 hits over 39 at-bats. Texas League hitting .077 against the 6'3", 210-pound righty from Arizona. Born in Union City, Tennessee, currently living in Scottsdale. Johnson standing in, big left-hander, swings at the first pitch, pop up behind third base. Long way for Zamora to run. He is not going to be able to make the catch, instead reaching behind him, and the ball got out of the way, and Zamora fell down. He's having a little trouble with those tough pop-ups towards the left field bullpen.
Yeah, they're just falling into a kind of a triangle out there. That's where the left fielder, nor the third baseman, or the shortstop can get to, just an area that's just a little soft little blue that thankfully for the Travs have dropped foul on both occasions, both this inning just now and the previous inning.
Turnbull with 16 strikeouts over 12 innings to start the year, just 3 hits, 4 walks, no runs. His 0-1 pitch is fouled back by Johnson, no balls, 2 strikes. Turnbull, 1 win, no losses, 2 saves, including a save in Game 1 of Sunday's doubleheader. It had probably his roughest inning of the season. He was hit pretty hard, but still just 1 hit, 1 walk, no runs. Had a double play turn behind him. The 0-2, swing and a foul back by Johnson. Johnson not afraid to swing away. He has whiffed 18 times this year, including a second inning at-bat, which he struck out swinging, but the ball was dropped by catcher Ryan Buddy. Subsequently, his throw hit Johnson in the back, and that's the only base runner the RockHounds have had through 7 innings of play. Turnbull from the stretch, and the pitch is low. Ball 1.
And Dan Johnson's another one of those left-handed hitters. You're seeing more and more of them these days that have that open stance. Not all of them have that just a real noticeable, real wide open stance like Johnson does, but just something you see as a trend in baseball these days.
The 1-2. Johnson swings, shallow fly to center field, charging in Nate Haynes, and the ball falls in front of him. And that's a leadoff single for Dan Johnson. The no-hit bid is over, and just one batter after Sear was taken out of the game. It's poetic justice, but right now you can focus on just getting the win. When you're winning a ball game 1-0 in the top of the 8th inning, it's tough to look at the scoreboard and say, yeah, it's just a 1-0 game. We want a no-hitter. But forget about that now, fans.
And that was a solid single by Johnson. Haynes just couldn't come in and make the play. Just a good piece of hitting.
Now just hope that Turnbull was able to buckle down and hold on to this 1-run lead. Jeremy Brown takes a pitch low and outside for ball 1.
And I think your point's a good one. Now that that first single has been given up, now you can bear down and get the batter and not have to worry about over-pitching to try to keep the no-hitter.
Brown is 0 for 2. He'll take a high fastball, 2 balls, no strikes. Brown grounded into a double play in the second inning, erasing the only other base runner that the RockHounds had reached safely, but he was called out on strikes in the 5th. Turnbow having trouble with the strike zone at 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way, and right down the middle, strike 1.
You wonder if manager Greg Sparks is going to be sending Johnson from first base here, trailing by one run. You get a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Can do nothing but help your ball club here in the top of the 8th.
2-1 pitch. Swing, foul back to the screen. Turnbow came with high heat. I kind of lean against the idea of Sparks sending his base runner unless it's the possibility of a 3-2 count. Reason being, Johnson is not very fast, and the RockHounds swing and miss a lot. They do strike out. And also in a spot like this, he may want to be aggressive, but he doesn't want to run his team out of a chance to put a run on the board. They've only had 2 base runners. 2-2 pitch, little chopper right in front of home plate. Taken by the pitcher, Turnbow. His throw to first for the out on Brown. Pretty much like a sacrifice bunt as the tying run moves into second base. 1-0 Arkansas.
That was a good decision by Turnbow. He didn't even look towards second base. He was assured to get the one out, and that's what he wanted to do, and that's what he did. But again, the base runner does advance to second, and now he's got to really bear down and get Rouse here and try to hold on to this lead.
Rouse has collected 10 RBIs in the season's first 17 games, entered the game batting .298. And this Midland team hits very well with in scoring position. .313 as a team coming into this game. Rouse, best in scoring position, batting .412. Left-handed hitter standing tall in the box. He'll take ball 1 from Turnbull. Final score just came in from Shea Stadium. The Astros beat the Mets 6-2. Tim Redding got his first win of the year. Little chopper by the left-handed hitting Rouse right to the first baseman. O'Keefe picks it up on 2 bounces. Quick race to the bag, and O'Keefe wins the race. And on that play, Johnson reaches third base. Hidalgo homered for Houston. Mike Piazza sent a so-what home run in the 9th inning, his third of the year. And Houston beats the Mets 6-2. We'll be updating you on scores during the Travs post-game report on the Southwest Airlines out-of-town scoreboard. Turnbow trying to dig some dirt out of his cleats. And Ryan Buddy out there to talk with him. Travs lead 1-0, tying run at third base.
Now, that's something I've never seen before. Usually after a little bit of a conference, the umpire will come out and break it up. Well, Ryan and Derek both tied their shoes as a way of stalling tactic, talking the whole time, and allowed themselves some extra time to converse a little bit before the umpire, Ray Gregson, had to go out and break them up.
Mike Campo called in as a pinch hitter. And this is Campo hitting against some former teammates of his. Campo originally an Anaheim Angels farmhand, selected in the minor league Rule 5 draft during the offseason by Oakland. Pitch inside of the left-handed hitter. Ball 1. Campo up to the plate. He is .304 his average, 1 homer, 9 RBIs. Makes good contact, lacks power. Turnbow from the stretch. The 1-0 pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Campo was signed as a non-drafted free agent out of Penn State by the Angels, June 2000. A .321 career hitter. 1 ball, 1 strike on Campo. Tying run at third. The pitch is high from Derek Turnbow. 2 balls, 1 strike.
This is the most important batter of the game so far. Travs get him out. They end the possible rally to tie the game. If not, the game is tied going into the bottom of the 8th.
Allegra finished the game 0 for 2 with a flyout and a groundout. Campo out of the batter's box. Campo will strike out quite a bit, and Turnbow gets his strikeouts with a fastball reaching the upper 90s. Sharp curveball breaks right off the table. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Blown right by Campo's bat. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was gas.
Out of all the players that have started the season on a positive note this year, I think the one who's been most impressive has been Derek Turnbow. Coming off of basically 2 seasons of injuries, and last year a rehab season. And question marks as to whether he could get back out here and pitch competitively every couple days. 2-2 pitch, back up the box, and the shortstop Harrison has it back a second. The throw to first is in time. Another great play by the Traveler defense keeps the RockHounds scoreless here in the 8th. Harrison saves the day. One hit for the RockHounds man left stranded at third. We headed into the bottom of the 8th. Last chance for the Travs to add to the lead. It is 1-0. We'll be right back.
Fans, if you haven't been to an Arkansas Travelers game lately, you don't know what you're missing. Shed Spread Country Crock invites you and your family to get out and see the Travs. You can bring the whole family for Country Crock Family Thursday. Travelers fans who bring an original cash register receipt showing purchase of any Shed Spread Country Crock product will receive up to 6 free admissions for any Thursday home game. Hurry! This offer ends August 14th. Offer subject to ticket availability. Country Crock. Bring it home.
Hollywood Sports and Memorabilia specializes in autographed collectibles from the worlds of baseball, football, basketball, movies, and music. Memorabilia signed by the likes of Joe Montana, Mickey Mantle, Ted Williams, John Wayne, Marilyn Monroe, Elvis, Britney Spears, and the Beatles. And remember, everything sold at Hollywood Sports and Memorabilia is 100% authentic or guaranteed. It's all at Hollywood Sports and Memorabilia at the intersection of Rainwood Drive and Green Mountain. Give them a call at 219-0003 for Hollywood Sports and Memorabilia.
Miller time. It's time to tuck the sun in and give it a goodnight kiss. Miller time. It's time to put the 9 to 5 back on the shelf. Miller time. It's time to wear the knife, pack a cape, and break out the Miller Lite. It's time for real time. At a place called Miller Time.
Miller Lite, Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Welcome back to Raywinder Field. We're at the bottom of the 8th inning. Travelers ahead of the Midland RockHounds 1-0. Bill Elson alongside Steve Marston here on FM 101.1 The River. Travs looking to add to this minuscule 1-0 lead against the brand new pitcher, Shane Bazell. Right-hander comes out of the mound replacing Sonny Garcia. And Bazell, who throws pretty hard from the stretch to Jake Weber. First pitch is hammered. A line drive right to center fielder Mike Lockwood, who makes the catch. One pitch. 1 out. First time Weber has been retired. He is now 2 for 3 with 2 doubles, an RBI, and 1 walk. Junior Zamora steps in. Bazell, 1 win, no losses. This is 7th game pitched in, a 0.69 ERA. 13 in the 3rd innings, 8 base hits, 2 walks, just 9 strikeouts. The only earned run that he has allowed came on a homer, given up 4 days ago. Zamora standing in. Nubs one off the end of the bat, foul. Taken by the catcher, Brown, 2 steps out of the catcher's box. Strike 1. Zamora is 0 for 3. Right-hander Mike Brunet warming up in the Arkansas bullpen. Turnbow almost gave up the lead in the top of the 8th, if not for a fabulous play by Adonis Harrison. Broken bat by Zamora. Ground ball up the middle, and it's into center field. I was just about to say that Turnbow also should thank the bat that Mike Campo was using in his at-bat, because he broke the bat, and that's why the ball was slowed down, and it gave the shortstop Harrison time to get to the ball and keep the Travs ahead with a good throw. But the broken bat here helped out Zamora, as the Travs have collected their 6th base hit. Mike O'Keefe stepping in. Garcia went 7 innings, allowing 5 hits, 1 run, which is earned. O'Keefe, big swing and a miss on top of a slow breaking ball. The count is 0-1. Mike hitless in 3 at-bats. He reached in the 4th inning when his ground ball went between the legs of second baseman Adam Morrissey. Mike ended up getting stranded at third base. Set position by Shane Bazell. Pitch on the way, and it's outside to O'Keefe. Ball 1. Bazell, 6'2", 180 pounds, tall and slim, out of Columbus, Mississippi. 1-1 pitch on the way, downstairs to O'Keefe. Ball 2. On deck, Jason Hill. Looking ahead to the top of the 9th inning, either Turnbow or Mike Brunet will face Steve Jackson, Gary Schneidmiller, and Brian Sellier. Toss to first is not in time. Two balls and a strike. Zamora off of first, about a 4-step lead. 2-1 pitch. O'Keefe hits it very well towards left center field, sending Sellier back in front of the warning track, and he'll make the catch. Boy, O'Keefe sending that one to the track. Second time a Trav hitter has sent a ball into left center field, where it's been caught right in front of the warning track. So 2 outs in the 8th inning, bringing up designated hitter Jason Hill.
Round Rock getting another man loose. It's their left-hander, Mike Kusevich, down in their bullpen.
So Brunet in the Travs bullpen. You see that name, Kusevich? Kusevich in the bullpen for the RockHounds. And Hill up to the plate. He doubled in the 6th inning. 1 for 3. First pitch inside for a ball.
Thank goodness for pronunciation, guys.
Yes, that's why it's imperative to put that on the roster. I know that from experience.
As do I.
And every single hockey team should have a pronunciation guide right in their roster. In fact, the pronunciation for hockey games should be bigger than the actual names themselves. The 1-0 pitch, and Hill takes a strike on a curveball.
Every time I see a name like that, I always think of Harry Carey doing ball game and just brutally butchering names.
I mean, he just give up in the middle of the name. And here's Kusevich. You just get to a point where you know, all right, I'm not getting it right. I'll call him when I want to. 1-1 pitch to Hill.
And that's exactly what Harry did.
That's ball 2 downstairs to Hill.
I remember he always had tough trouble with Paul Ossenmacher every time when he would come into the game for the Cubs.
That's a lot like Trav GM Bill Valentine, a former rover of the Angels, now a current Major League coach with the Texas Rangers, Don Wakamatsu. Bill had all sorts of trouble with that. Hill, little tapper to the second baseman. It's fielded by Morrissey. He throws to first base, and the Travs go down in the 8th inning. No runs, 1 hit. They left the man at first base. Well, we are heading into the 9th inning. Pretty early to go into the 9th. However, the Travs leading 1-0. See if they can make it 7 in a row. Following this break on 101.1 The River.
It's toaster time anytime this month at Sonic, because Sonic offers their full menu all day. Choose from our chicken club toaster sandwich, our bacon cheddar burger toaster, or our 3 breakfast toaster sandwiches, made with egg, cheese, and your choice of sausage, bacon, or ham. All on thick, delicious Texas toast and made after you order it. So now when you drive into Sonic, you can get a toaster sandwich for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Whatever you want, whenever you want. Only at Sonic.
Synonymous. Words alike in significance and meaning, like summer and baseball. Baseball and Ray Winder Field. Ray Winder Field and hot dogs. Hot dogs and Coca-Cola. Yes, Coke is joining the Travs All-Star lineup this summer right alongside the future Anaheim Angels wearing the Travelers uniform. Enjoy the best value in family entertainment in Central Arkansas. Ray Winder Field, the Arkansas Travelers, and Coke. 3 summer classics. Call 664-1555 or visit our website at travs.com.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to this focus group. What a lovely bunch.
Are you sure they can't see us behind this window?
There's a mirror on the other side, genius.
Hey, chill out. What are you, nervous or something?
No, everybody loves us. We're the phone company.
Now, tell me, which directory do you use? Yellow Book or the other book?
Yellow Book. Yellow Book.
And you, miss?
Yellow Book. That's where I found my plastic surgeon.
They're picking the wrong book.
What if Yellow Book starts to advertise?
More people choose Yellow Book, not the other book. Call 1-800-YB-YELLOW.
Traveler baseball continues. We move into the top of the 9th inning. Last chance for the Midland RockHounds. Arkansas leading the RockHounds by a score of 1-0 here at Ray Winder Field. Phil Elson along with Steve Marston. And the Travs today, a little bit of timely hitting, outstanding pitching, outstanding fielding. And that's been the story of the game. Yeah, this team's going to win by scoring runs, but they're showing that they can win using the leather and using the pitching. It's been very nice to see so far, but the game's not over yet, is it, Steve?
Well, no, it's not. And I think the most impressive thing about that doubleheader sweep with Tulsa on Sunday was they were able to score a lot of runs in the first game and then win a 2-1 game in the nightcap.
showing they can win not just low-scoring games, but close games. And it is a close game. Doesn't get any closer than this. 1-0. RockHounds with just one base hit. It was off Turnbull in the 8th inning, and Derek out here in the 9th facing Steve Jackson. He takes a pitch high for ball 1. Mike Brunet continues to throw in the Arkansas bullpen, and he was slated to be one of the closers to start the season, but he has struggled a little bit in his first few outings. Pitched well his last time out as a strike from Turnbull on the inside corner. Travs actually have collected saves from 3 pitchers already. Derek Turnbull with 2. Stokely, 1 save. Joel Peralta leads the Texas League with 6 saves. Jackson, left-handed, is 0 for 2. He shows bunt, takes a pitch high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Following Jackson, Gary Schneidmiller. Then the top of the order, Brian Sellier. Third baseman Zamora plays in. Turnbull ready. 2-1 pitch is slapped foul out of play left side.
When you're trying to protect a 1-run lead, it's really difficult because the margin for error is so small that one swing of the bat could tie this ball game up. So Turnbull trying to be careful here with this leadoff hitter, Steve Jackson.
Jackson flied out in the 3rd, popped out in the 6th. Appears to be having trouble handling Turnbow's fastball. Looks like they're going to pour him right down the middle. And it is right down the middle and swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 out in the 9th inning. Strikeout number 10 for Traveler pitchers. First for Turnbow. 2 more outs to go for a 7-game winning streak. Gary Schneidmiller, the batter, due to hit, and he steps in. 0 for 2. Struck out in the 6th inning. Flied out in the 3rd. 1-0 Arkansas, top of the 9th. This has been a fabulous ball game. A lot of people that consider themselves baseball purists say they love the 1-0 game. Well, this is your game tonight. Low and outside the pitch from Turnbow, ball 1. And you don't see many 1-0 games in the Texas League. So enjoy this one. Turnbow just looking to throw strikes here. Corner infielders guarding the lines. Pitch on the way. Ball 2. Downstairs to Schneidmiller. Now remember, Schneidmiller, at this point, batting about 140 on the season. You don't want to put him on base. He's got to earn his way on base, especially with a pitcher like Turnbull out there who's throwing in the high 90s. The 2-0 pitch right on the outside portion of home plate, strike 1. Well, Brunet no longer throwing in the Arkansas bullpen. Right now, Dusty Bergman is loosening, the only Trav left-handed reliever. Turnbow's 2-1 pitch to Schneidmiller. Strike 2, right down the middle. Schneidmiller can't hit what he can't see. I'd imagine he can only hear Turnbow's fastball, maybe even smell it as it burns some air as it travels to home plate. A 2-2 count on Gary Schneidmiller. Turnbow ready. Catcher sets up down the middle. The pitch is low, and the count now full. Well, you got to figure, what's Turnbow throwing on a 3-2 count? Been throwing pretty much nothing but fastballs here in his now inning and a 3rd of work. Payoff pitch, swing and a foul back. Came with high heat. And Schneidmiller put a big cut on that. He wasn't just protecting the strike zone.
Yeah, he took a whale of a cut on it and just barely made contact. It was up a little bit around the letters, and Turnbull thought he had a strikeout, but a good piece of hitting by Schneidmiller to keep himself alive.
Base is empty in the Midland 9th. 1-0 Arkansas leading. Derek Turnbow throws the 3-2 pitch. Check swing, foul ball. Again back to the screen. It looked like Schneidmiller is almost making up his mind to swing before the pitch is thrown, and then as it's thrown, he decides if he wants to hold up or not.
And that certainly seems what happened the last 2 swings, so perhaps he could take a little something off here, Ken Turnbull, and maybe get a strikeout. Be nice.
Trav's big right-hander ready again. The 3rd payoff pitch jams him, and it's popped out of play. 3 consecutive foul balls. You kind of worry on an at-bat like this. Derek Turnbull looks to be dominating over Schneidmiller, but Schneidmiller's going to force him to throw a pitch to hit.
And again, with a small margin for error, if he should get one up a little bit high in the strike zone, it could be hit and hit hard.
Turnbow ready yet again. And Schneidmiller takes ball 4. It's outside. And that is the first walk issued by a Trav pitcher tonight.
That's amazing. That's 8 in the third inning before the first walk is issued.
Well, now it is strategy time for Trav skipper Ty Boykin, because you're getting to that lefty-heavy part of the lineup. The only left-hander in the Trav pen, Dusty Bergman, is still getting loose. Left-hander Brian Sellier stepping into the batter's box, and that's the top of the order for the RockHounds. 3 of the first 4 hitters are left-handers, but it's going to be Freddie Bynum standing in as a pinch hitter, and another lefty who takes a strike on the outside corner. Bynum replaces Brian Sellier, and Freddie has started off the season very well. Bynum batting .306, no homers, 8 RBIs, but 5 extra base hits, 2 doubles, 3 triples. A slashing left-handed hitter. Turnbow's 0-1, and it's fouled back as Bynum just got a piece of the ball in the inside corner. Sellier finishes the game 0-for-3 with 2 strikeouts. But Turnbow has gotten out ahead, and Bynum is in a tough spot. He coming off the bench a little bit cold, facing a pitcher throwing 98 in a critical spot of this game. RockHounds looking to end a losing streak at 3 straight. Turnbow tossed to first base, chasing Schneidmiller back. Travs 2 outs away from their 7th consecutive triumph. 1-0 score. First baseman O'Keefe will hold Schneidmiller on. He represents the tying run. 2-strike count. Pitch from Turnbow. Got him swinging. High fastball, and Bynum strikes out on 3 pitches. Second strikeout of the inning for Derek Turnbow. 1 more out, and it's 7 straight.
That's a huge out for Turnbow and for the Travelers, because as you mentioned, we're getting closer and closer to that heavier left-handed part of the order that they have. And you'd like to retire Morrissey and get out of here with the win. And not have to face those guys.
From the stretch, Turnbow facing Morrissey. Pitch 1 is outside. Ball 1. Morrissey is 0-for-3. 2 flyouts, 1 grounder. Now the RockHounds, team that has scored more runs than any other in the Texas League, but they have saved the 9th inning for their biggest inning. 17 runs in the 9th inning this year. More runs than any other inning. Breaking pitch from Turnbow just a bit inside. He wanted the strike call and didn't get it. 2 balls, no strikes on Adam Morrissey. RockHounds are 0-6 when they're trailing after 8 innings. And again, trailing here in the 9th, 1-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Morrissey. Ball 3. That's 3-0 count on Morrissey. Lockwood on deck, a left-hander. You may think that if Turnbow loses Morrissey, then it'll be Dusty Bergman called upon. Let's see if Morrissey is taking on 3-0. I imagine he is. And right down the middle, strike 1. Turnbow very comfortable in this closer spot. He's looking to salt this game away. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball, and he challenged him. It's exactly what Turnbow needs to do. He's got that 98-mile-an-hour heat. Bring it. Turnbow back off the rubber. Took his hat off, wiped the sweat away. Gets back on top. The crowd rises to their feet. 1-0, Travs lead. 2 outs, top of the 9th. Turnbow's 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. This game is over, and a 1-0 win for the Arkansas Travelers. You can put it in the books. 7 in a row. An amazing game here. Travs hold the RockHounds, who entered the game batting .283 to 1 base hit. First time they've been shut out all season, and a truly dominating performance by Eric Sear and Derek Turnbow. Derek strikes out the side in the 9th for his 3rd save, and Sear keeps them hitless over 7 for his first win of the year. 7 in a row for Arkansas. High fives and butt slaps all around the pitcher's mound. This crowd on hand tonight saw a classic ball game perfectly played by the Arkansas Travelers. We will run it all down following this break on the Travs post-game report.
Here's the line to pitch on the way, and you can catch the Travs online at www.travs.com. The Arkansas Travelers have one of minor league baseball's most user-friendly websites with easy access to Travs game stories, up-to-date stats, and Texas League standings. You'll be informed about the Travs online at travs.com. Purchase tickets, Travs souvenirs, listen to the game. Hey, if you could buy hot dogs and popcorn on the website, it'd be like coming to the old ballpark. See us online, www.travs.com.
Did you know that most problems of the feet occur because of improperly fitted shoes? Come into Top Shoes and let us measure your feet and fit you with New Balance. New Balance makes shoes for all shaped feet, from size AA to 4E, for pronators and supinators alike. New Balance makes motion control shoes that are great for those who suffer from plantar fasciitis. So what are you waiting for? Come into Top Shoes and let Tops make those feet happy. Top Shoes is located in Little Rock, North Little Rock, Benton, Conway, Russellville, and throughout Arkansas.
Miller Lite. Miller time. It's time to grab the fellas and hit defrost. Great tasting Miller Lite. Time to melt cold shoulders. Time to pull your mojo out of the freezer and warm it up on the grill. It's time for a great tasting Miller Lite. Great tasting Miller Lite. At a place called Miller Time.
Miller Lite, Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Welcome back to Raywinder Field, site of another Traveler victory, 7 in a row. Travs beat the Midland RockHounds tonight by the final score of 1-0. Phil Elson and Steve Marston joining you on the post-game report. Let's get down to the brass tacks. Not too many highlights to give back to you, as neither team collected a base hit through the first 2 innings. Travs had the first hit, came in the 3rd inning. Jake Weber, a 2-out double, streaked down the right field line, and he was caught trying to stretch it into a triple in the that end of the 3rd. Nice play by right fielder Matt Allegra and second baseman Adam Morrissey to pick Weber at 3rd base. So the Travs were scoreless through 3 innings, and then in the 4th they left a couple men on base. Adonis Harrison, the ground ball to the right side. A beautiful diving stop by Morrissey. The second baseman robbed him of a possible 2-run single, keeping the game scoreless after 4. Well, by that time, Eric Sear had held the RockHounds hitless through 4 innings, and then into the 5th he kept them hitless again by striking out 2 of 3 batters. In the 5th inning, he finished that frame with 6 strikeouts. Again, no base hits, and that's basically the theme of the night. Sear went 7 hitless innings for his first win of the year. In the 5th, the Travs, again, were having trouble against Sonny Garcia. The RockHounds starter retired the first 2 batters of the 5th on just 5 pitches. But then Nate Haynes, with a ground ball towards second, he beat out an infield single, stole second base, and it set up Jake Weber, who provided the game's only RBI. Garcia from the stretch, and the pitch is ripped into right field. Fair ball. That will score Nate Haynes. This one rolls to the corner, and Weber pulling into second base. He's content this time with a double, and the Travs have the 1-0 lead. For Weber, his second double of the game, and his 9th of the season, RBI number 11, putting the Travs ahead 1-0. Well, the lead stayed the same as Sear went out and pitched a perfect 6th and a perfect 7th inning. And then in the 8th inning, Derek Turnbull came on to protect not just the lead, but also a no-hitter. However, the first man he faced, Dan Johnson, singled into center field to break up the no-hitter. He moved to second base on a ground out by Jeremy Brown. Mike Rouse moved Johnson to third base with another ground out, and that brought up a pinch hitter, Mike Campo, former member of the Anaheim Angels organization, and Campo almost tied the game, if not for another defensive gem by Adonis Harrison. 2-2 pitch, back up the box, and the shortstop Harrison has it back a second. The throw to first is in time. Another defensive gem by Harrison, as I was about to say, kept the Hounds off the scoreboard in the 8th. In the 9th inning, Turnbow struck out the side with just 1 walk in the middle to salt the game away, and the Travs win 1-0 over the Midland RockHounds. The winning pitcher is Eric Sear. Turnbow gets his second save of the season. Sonny Garcia saddled with his first loss. Come back after this break for a look at the Southwest Airlines out-of-town scoreboard when the Trav post-game report continues.
Hey, what's up? This is Lala, and welcome to Coke FM, bringing you the hottest new sound.
The real can be bought and sold, taught and sold. The boy tried to keep it, but he lost his soul. On the road to the riches, he lost control. About the eye of a needle, I was often told. If you stand for nothing, you're far for gold. And your actions, all is told.
This is Lala at Coke FM, keeping it real with a cool taste of Coca-Cola.
It's toaster time anytime this month at Sonic, because Sonic offers their full menu all day. Choose from our chicken club toaster sandwich, our bacon cheddar burger toaster, or our 3 breakfast toaster sandwiches, made with egg, cheese, and your choice of sausage, bacon, or ham, all on thick, delicious Texas toast and made after you order it. So now when you drive into Sonic, you can get a toaster sandwich for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Whatever you want, whenever you want. Only at Sonic.
Miller time. It's time to tuck the sun in and give it a goodnight kiss. Miller time. It's time to put the 9 to 5 back on the shelf. Miller time. It's time to wear the night like a cape and break out the Miller Lite. It's time for real time. At a place called Miller Time.
Miller Lite, Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Welcome back here to the Travelers post-game report. Phil Elson joining you at Raywinder Field following the Travelers' 7th consecutive win, a 1-0 shutout over the Midland RockHounds, who previously their season low in runs scored was 2 in an 8-2 loss at San Antonio. But today they collect just 1 hit and getting shut out by the Travs 1-0. Great game for Arkansas. Time to take a look at the Southwest Airlines out-of-town scoreboard. Games around the major leagues. We will begin with games currently in progress. The Atlanta Braves lead St. Louis 5-3, top of the 9th inning in Atlanta, as the Braves looking to send St. Louis to their 3rd straight loss. Tino Martinez homered for the Cardinals. Gary Sheffield for the Atlanta Braves. Game in the bottom of the 7th inning at Wrigley Field. Cubs 5, Padres 2. Mark Guthrie on in relief for the Cubbies. All these scores are finals. Montreal shut out Arizona 4-0 as the Expos moved their record to 12-8, sending Arizona to their 13th loss in the season's first 20 games. Winning pitcher was Tomokazu Oka, moves to 2-2. Andrew Good, the loss is 0-1, and homers by Will Cordero and Jose Vidro in that game for the Expos. In Philadelphia, the Phillies beat Colorado 5-2. Kevin Millwood wins for the 3rd time this year. Darren Oliver drops to 0-2. Jose Mesa save number 4. Pirates 5, San Francisco 2. The Giants lose for just the 4th time in 19 games to start the year. Jeff Suppan, a perfect 4-0 for the Pirates. Jesse Foppert took the loss for San Francisco in his first major league start. He allowed 5 runs in the 1st inning. Florida, a 4-2 win over the Milwaukee Brewers. Winning pitcher Ricardo Almanza, Valerio De Los Santos the loser. Braden Looper saves his 3rd. Ivan Rodriguez home run number 4 for the Marlins. 2-1, LA beats Cincinnati in a pitcher's duel at the Great American Bank Ballpark. Paul Shuey got the win. Paul Wilson the loser. Eric Gagne saved number 5. And the LA Dodgers moved to 9-12 with that victory. 9-11, pardon me. Houston over the New York Mets 6-2. Tim Redden wins for the first time this year. David Cohn drops to 1-3. Hidalgo homered for the Astros. Mike Piazza for the Mets. Mets dropped to 8-12 for the year. Now over in the American League, Trav affiliate Anaheim down to the New York Yankees already after 1 inning, 1-0. Former Trav John Lackey allowing a run at the top of the 1st. Jeff Weaver is pitching for the Pinstripes. In Oakland, the Athletics won. The Detroit Tigers 0 in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Nate Bernero on for Detroit. Tim Hudson for the Oakland A's. Oakland at 10-9. Detroit 1-16. They've lost 7 consecutive. In Seattle, Cleveland and the Mariners are in the middle of the 2nd inning. No score. CC Sabathia and Freddie Garcia, the starting pitchers. All these scores are finals from the American League. It was the Chicago White Sox 3-1 win at Baltimore. Esteban Loaiza streaking to a 4-0 start this year with another win. Sidney Ponson takes the loss. Billy Koch registers his third save, though he allowed a run in the ninth inning. Homers in the game for the White Sox, Frank Thomas, and the O's, Jay Gibbons. White Sox, by the way, now 12-8. Kansas City right now is ahead of Minnesota 4-1 in the bottom of the eighth inning. Kansas City 4 runs in the bottom of the third, and they're looking to put Runelvis Hernandez to a record of 4-0. Boston 5, Texas 2. Bottom of the eighth inning at the ballpark in Arlington. Manny Ramirez has hit his third home run of the year. And we got another final score, this one from Tampa Bay. The Devil Rays beat the Toronto Blue Jays 4-3. Joe Kennedy got his first win of the year. Kirshner the loss. Save went to Carter, his second, and Tampa Bay wins for the 7th time in the season's first 20 games. Now to take a look at the scores around the Texas League. Of course, a full slate of games, and I'll guarantee you there's no games that are over in the Texas League besides this one. El Paso, a 5-2 lead at Frisco in the top of the eighth inning. The Diablos, they win tonight. They'll jump over the Midland RockHounds for first place in the West Division. Tulsa 7, Round Rock 1, top of the ninth inning at the Dell Diamond. And San Antonio leads Wichita 4-3 in the top of the seventh. Here the final score in Little Rock was 1-0. Travs won, beat the Midland RockHounds, and the Travs now 13 wins against 5 losses. They have won 7 straight. Longest winning streak since the 2001 season. I'll have to check and see if it's longer than any streak we had in 2001. I think it's pretty close. But Steve Marston and I will be back after this break. Give you our final segment on the Travs postgame report. Set up the starting pitchers for tomorrow and name our BC Powder player of the game. If you listen to the whole broadcast, you pretty much know who the BC Powder player of the game is going to be. Give you a hint, he's a left-handed starting pitcher. We'll be right back after this with our final segment on the postgame report.
Of all the days of the week, it seems that Mondays are everybody's least favorite day. Well, the Travs and the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette have a reason for baseball fans to look forward to Mondays. That's because Mondays are Democrat-Gazette family night here at the ballpark. You just pick up a copy of Monday's Democrat-Gazette, and you'll find a discount family ticket right there in the sports section. That's right. It's a coupon that admits a whole family for just $2 a person. Hey, Mondays don't sound so bad anymore, do they?
Just because you're working a smaller acreage doesn't mean you have to skimp on comfort and reliability. So stop by Ag Pro at Highway 165 in England and take a look at John Deere's rugged new 5020 series tractors. Choose the 45 to 75 PTO horsepower straddle mount, isolated open operator station, or cab model that fits your needs. These new tractors offer improved comfort, control, and convenience. Test drive a new John Deere 5020 series tractor now at AgPro at Highway 165 in England.
Welcome back to Raywinder Field. Here's silence at the ballpark. Just about 20 minutes ago, we had the fans on their feet cheering on as the Travs won their 7th game in a row. Final score tonight, Arkansas 1, Midland 0. Phil Elson alongside Steve Marston. And Steve, when we started this broadcast, we thought that the key to the game, not just in this game, but in the series, would be offense. You have the 2 top offenses in the Texas League battling at a ballpark where left-handed hitters usually do pretty well. 2 lineups with a lot of left-handers batting, but there were just 7 hits between the 2 teams. RockHounds didn't pick up their first hit until the 8th inning. It's a different game than we expected.
Baseball is so funny that way because not only that, but the 2 starting pitchers had given up a lot of hits, so we expected fireworks, and we got just the opposite tonight. A dandy of a ball game by both Eric Sear and Sonny Garcia. They just pitched their hearts out. It had some great defensive help behind them and really shut down the opposing hitters. The Travs able to sneak across a run to score the game's only tally and win the game 1-0. And again, how many times are you going to see that in the Texas League? Not very often, a 1-0 game.
No, it doesn't happen very often. No hitters are tough to come by. Shutouts are tough to come by in the Texas League. I think more than anything else, 1-0 games in the Texas League are virtually non-existent. It just doesn't happen much in one of the best hitters leagues that baseball has ever been played in, majors or minors, Little League even. Texas League ball games just don't finish 1-0, and that says a ton about the pitching done by Eric Sear and Derek Turnbow and the outstanding fielding put out by the Travs today. Just 1 error, and it was a bit of a fluke error charged to the catcher Ryan Buddy. Besides that, we had great plays by center fielder Nate Haynes, right fielder Kenny James, shortstop Adonis Harrison. All made outstanding plays, and Mike O'Keefe scooped a few balls out at first all around an outstanding effort by the Travs today.
Absolutely, and the sparkling gem among them was the Adonis Harrison play. The ball is hit up the middle, looks like it's going to be in the center field for a base hit with a tying run, going to advance home from third base. But Harrison, well behind the bag at second base, makes the play, fires to first base, gets the out, stops whatever momentum that the RockHounds were trying to put together, and that was probably the best play of the game. And Eric Sear, what more can you say about him? 7 innings pitched, no runs, no hits, no walks, struck out 9. You just can't ever pitch better than that, I don't think.
Almost perfect 7 innings for Sear, if not for the error by Ryan Buddy, but so what? So it was an error. Who cares? Eric Sear, the story of the game tonight, and without question, without any hesitation, Eric Sear is tonight's BC Powder player of the game. BC Powder is the official pain reliever of the Arkansas Travelers, and when you have a friend in pain and you have an extra BC in your pocket, of course, you share the relief. BC Headache Powder is pain relief at the speed of powder. Used as directed. Well, Steve, the Travs have won 7 in a row. 13 wins against 5 losses, and right now a 4.5-game lead over Tulsa, though the Drillers were beating on the Round Rock Express going into the 9th inning, so it appears the Travs lead in the East Division standings going into tomorrow will probably still be 4 games. But 7 wins in a row, and the Travs now have, let's see here, ever since getting swept in the doubleheader by Tulsa on Friday, April the 11th, the Travs have lost 1 game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9 wins in 10 games, and it doesn't get much better than that.
And the only reason for the loss, they ran into Jimmy Gobble, who is one of the premier pitchers in the Kansas City Royals organization, and he's had the Travs number all season long. Yeah, what was it, 4 wins against the Travs in his last 4 starts or something like that. So save that little slip-up, a little hiccup there. The Travs have played baseball, and they have won in every way imaginable. They've won in close games. They've been able to outscore opponents. They've been able to win games without RBIs. They won tonight just 1-0, just playing fantastic baseball.
Second consecutive one-run win for the Travs, and they're now 3-0 in 1-run games. So we'll run down the final tallies. The RockHounds score no runs on 1 base hit, 2 errors, and Midland left 2 runners on base. The Travelers with 1 run scored on 6 hits, 1 error. Arkansas left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Eric Sear, his first win of the season. Loss saddled to Sonny Garcia. He's 2-1. Derek Turnbow registers his 2nd save of the year. Game played in front of 2,743 paid fans, and 2 hours, 17 minutes to play 9 innings of baseball, and that might be the prettiest number that we've seen. 2 hours, 17 minutes for a 1-0 Trav win.
Baseball lingo, that'd be a cup of coffee.
That's exactly right. So the Travs now 13-5, the RockHounds 11-7. We'll do it again tomorrow when the Travs send right-hander Jose Garcia to the mound against Midland's Eric Thompson. Thompson has pitched pretty well against the Travs over the last couple of years. Garcia this year 1-0, 2.65 ERA. First pitch tomorrow will be thrown at 7:10 here at Raywinder Field. The gates open at 6:10. If you can't be here with us at Raywinder Field, join me and Steve on FM 101.1 The River. We'll have Traveler Baseball and the ITT Technical Institute pregame show at 6:50. And that's right here again on your home for Traveler Baseball and unforgettable favorites, FM 101.1 The River. That is it from Raywinder Field. For my broadcast partner, Steve Marston, and Leewood Thomas back at the studios at the Equity Broadcasting Building on Shackelford, this is Phil Elson saying so long from Raywinder Field. Tonight, the Travs make it 7 straight. 1-0 victory over the Midland RockHounds. And fans, we'll talk baseball again tomorrow night.
Arkansas Travelers Baseball has been brought to you by Miller Lite, Sonic Drive-In, BC Powder, Coca-Cola, the Arkansas Prostate Cancer Foundation, and ITT Technical Institute. Remember that all Arkansas Travelers games can be heard only on Unforgettable Favorites FM 101.1 The River.